sports.
Wahpeton Huskies football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Action Realty, Builder's First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Bornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, Vision Ford, and the Wilkin Drink and Eatery. Now, here's KBMW's Andrew Zimmel.
Welcome to Week 7. Andrew Zimmel hanging out with you from Cushman Field. It's time for some Wahpeton football on a Friday night as we get ready to go between 2-4 teams. The Wahpeton Huskies on the road against the Grand Forks Central Knights. This will be a very interesting game as both these teams playing for their playoff lives. I want to thank our pregame show sponsor, the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company. Later in the pregame show, we'll have our CHI St. Francis Medical Center injury report and our Otter Tail Power Company on for conservation power poll rankings, followed by our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Well, the Wahpeton Huskies are coming off a big emotional high, a homecoming win last week that ended in the hands of Traden Malk, a 78-yard catch and run from the junior running back out of the backfield to have one of the best plays of his high school career, and it was from the hands of Jorn Kubala that was able to put it in there. And we saw Kubala all season get more comfortable in this offense his first year under center running this team, and I can tell you right now it is growth. What you want to see out of a younger quarterback as he continues to grow. The defense for Wahpeton this season has been very good in the red zone as well. That's one of the things, a major takeaway for this team. They have been able to stop the bleeding on a lot of drives, and they have had chances to give teams have walked down the field on Wahpeton, and they've been able to kind of lock it up inside the 20 to play very good defense. Not a lot of 3-and-outs, though. That's something that Wahpeton's defense is going to have to work on, hopefully in this game against a Central team that likes to throw the ball around. Well, the Knights, they had a big win 3 weeks ago against crosstown rival Red River, but weren't able to get the job done last week against West Fargo Horace. And that has been the story of most teams when they face the Hawks. The Knights scored twice in the first half, 2 first-half touchdowns. The first was the short touchdown run from Caden Johansson for a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Then after a blocked punt, Central's wide receiver Leo Strandell caught a touchdown for 20 yards, give the Knights a 15-7 lead in the second quarter. The Knights, however, got shut out in the second half. 5 turnovers for this Grand Forks Central team, and that's something that their head coach not too pleased about. They're trying to clean that up this week going into a Wahpeton game that has big playoff implications. Right now, Wahpeton the 8 seed in the QRF ratings. Grand Forks Central, the 9 seed. We'll take a quick break, come back with more of your Wilkin pregame show right here on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW, your home for Husky Athletics.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m. Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
On the phone line right now for the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show is head coach of the Wahpeton Huskies, Wade Goberson, getting ready for a big week against the Grand Forks Central Knights. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy. Yeah, it is a big week, and we haven't really given it much thought to how big it could possibly be. We're just kind of getting our work done, and that's kind of been our mode of operation this week. And if we get our work done this week in practice, then Friday nights are going to take care of themselves.
Well, the thing is, too, is that when you look at the schedule, I always just group up those last 3 games and go, like, these could be the 3 biggest games of the season. And, you know, it's turning out to be that way. How do you come off an emotional win last week against Valley City, and how do you keep that momentum without taking all those, like, emotional highs?
That's extremely difficult to do. You're going to come off an emotional high in any sport at any level. And there's always going to be in the back of your head or in the back of your mind the possibility of a letdown. So we have had to kind of center ourselves and refocus ourselves this week. It started in film on Monday. We showed them that final play, that final touchdown against Valley City. And I told them to get it out of your system because it is over and there's no going back. You will remember it for the rest of your lives, but that does not mean that we're going to remember it at all this week or for the rest of this season. We have to move on. We have to get our work done, and then Friday can take care of itself. So yeah, that's kind of been our take on it, so that we don't have any kind of letdown come Friday night.
Well, you guys have faced pretty much every type of offense
through these first couple weeks here, running, for passing, and the defense has really stood up and played well in a lot of those situations. What is Grand Forks Central? What do they pose in this game?
Good question. And we have faced kind of every single type of offense that you can see. We've had teams try to throw it on us, and we've had teams run all over us, and we've responded well. After the Horace game, we responded really well to the run game. Teams put up 250 yards on us on the ground, and we've responded well with our aggressiveness on defense to stop the other team's run game. And we're looking for that same type of aggressiveness to help us on Friday night as well against Central. They're going to want to run the football. They will throw it for effect every once in a while, but that is not their strong suit. They made a change at quarterback about, I don't know, maybe the midway point of the season, maybe after about 3 games, maybe after 2 games, somewhere in there. And they put a straight athlete at quarterback this week, and for the last couple of weeks they've had him at quarterback, and he is a runner, and so even when he drops back, if he escapes the pocket, he's going to be able to possibly get loose. They've got a couple of bigger linemen up front on the offensive side, and so they're going to try to pull those guys, and they're going to try to get the ball carrier out in space, or they're just going to try to run the quarterback. They don't present a lot of different formations offensively, but they do present some athletes who can run the football. So we're going to have to be able to tackle and stay very, very aggressive and stay gap sound in our defense up front.
Well, with a mobile quarterback, it's the outside linebackers who have to do a lot of that containing, and luckily you got 2 of the best outside linebackers in the state. I want to talk a little bit about that 3-4 defense, Coach, because those outside backers, they have to go into coverage, they got to go after the ball carrier, and they don't have a ton of size either. It's not like you're running around with guys that are 5'10", 6 foot. You got a bunch of guys back there that are a little bit undersized.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of lead in our shorts at the linebacker position, but what we do have is some athleticism. And they've learned throughout the course of the season, and they've slowly gotten better at what they do. And we've made a couple of switches to who's on what side at outside linebacker, and that's helped us as well, because one's going to be more of a coverage guy, one's going to be more of a run-stopping guy. And so, yeah, I mean, we are undersized a little bit, but I think that we've gotten better throughout the season on our blitzes. We've gotten better at our coverage. We've gotten better at reading fullbacks, so to speak, and reading ball carrier, so to speak. So I think that even though we're undersized up there, I think that we're going to be okay because we got guys, I think, that can tackle as well. Our outside linebackers and our inside linebackers are always going to have to be our strong suit in our 3-4 defense. And so we rely on them every single game to stop the run, and the outside linebackers sometimes to even defend the pass as well. You're correct in saying that.
One of the hardest things to do to teach young guys is to gang tackle, and that's something that Wahpeton did not have to worry about this year. You have a team that is really and very willing to just swarm on that ball, and if one guy can't bring him down, well, maybe 6 guys on his back will.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we've preached on here the last couple of weeks is the gang tackle, and we kind of changed how we practice a little bit on the defensive side when we go to a team session. When we go straight 11 on 11, we kind of forced them to rally around the football. Not that they were doing a terrible job of it, but we thought that they could be better and more aggressive at that. And they have proven to do that over the course of the last couple of weeks on the defensive side of the ball. So pretty happy with their effort, both in practice and in last Friday night's game. And we look to have more of that because we're going to need it on Friday night against Central.
So let's talk about the game plan against Central, Coach. Any installations this week? Anything we got to worry about?
Not really. We got a couple of wrinkles that we're going to try to take advantage of from their defensive secondary and from their linebackers, but just a couple of wrinkles. Really nothing brand new that's really gone in this week. Just some of the different ways that we're going to do things this week, and that's about it. So I think we've got a good game plan. I think that our quarterback has responded well to what we've asked him to do. I think that our offensive linemen have responded well to what we've asked them to do. And I'm excited about the opportunity to go up there and play at Grand Forks again, which it's been a little while since we've won at Grand Forks. So we want to go up there with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, a little bit of an attitude against one of the biggest schools in our entire division. So we want to go up there and be ready to go and go 1-0.
I was going to say, from a coaching standpoint, you don't love looking at the schedule and being like, okay, we got to go to Grand Forks twice this year, but you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Coach Wade Gilbertson, talking to me on the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show. Good luck, Coach.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
Save big with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Rebates from $50 to $100 on the purchase and installation of tires, plus a lifetime of rotations with the purchase of 4 tires. Rebates up to $80 on shocks and struts. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and installation of front and rear brake pads and rotors. Plus, they'll even hook you up with their tire price match guarantee. Available all year long. Smith Motors, your trusted Chevy and GMC dealership. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wahpeton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer. Assisted living. My wife and I knew this day was coming, the day that Mom and Dad would not be able to live on their own anymore. Well, we looked around at other assisted living communities, and nothing, I mean nothing, compared to Twin Town Villa. Everything at Twin Town Villa was a perfect fit for Mom and Dad's needs. Housing, support services, personal assistance, and health care, all under one roof. When I saw the interaction between residents and staff, it made me feel like this is the place where our parents can thrive. Twin Town Villa, close to home in Breckenridge. Call 643-9542 or visit twintownvilla.com.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show right here on 1450 KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics. Well, the Huskies win the opening coin toss. They will receive in the south end zone from Cushman Field. We get things ready to roll in about 10 minutes. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. For the Huskies, wearing white jerseys, purple numbers, gold outline, purple tops with purple hats with the paw print on the side. Let's get into your CHI St. Francis Medical Center injury report. Now, the Huskies have done a good job to this point of not dealing with a ton of injury issues. Tonight, they will be without their Mighty Mouse. Omar Martinez not in the lineup today due to a shoulder injury. Also not in the lineup for Grand Forks Central is their senior wide receiver and defensive end, Eric Pay, and that is a kid that the Huskies game plan for all week, not knowing what the result will be. He was ejected last week late in that one. You game plan all week for a player like that when he's not on the sideline or not in the game. You think to yourself, okay, well, maybe that's one more box to check for the Huskies. I want to thank you to the fans watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube as well. KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell so you never miss another game. Let's get into our Otter Tail Power Company On for Conservation Power Poll rankings. We will start with the AA Division. Fargo North, still your leader in the clubhouse. 19 first-place votes in the media poll this week. Fargo South, number 2. That's a team that the Huskies will face off next week at home. Dickinson at 3, Jamestown at 4, and Grand Forks Red River at 5. And you got to think about the Rough Riders, one of the better teams in the state. The Central team, however, was able to play their best game maybe against the crosstown rival, get the win. That puts them at 2-4 as well. Others receiving votes, Valley City and West Fargo Horace. Now, Horace, the Hawks, they've played together for 4 years. They're a young group. This is only the second year they've played in the AA division, but boy, oh boy, have they snuck up and caught some teams. They're one of those teams that you got to be ready for. You have to show up. Chin strap lace, or shoes laced, chin straps belted to try to win those games against those guys. AAA division, Fargo Shanley, 21st place votes as well. They got all the first place votes. West Fargo Cheyenne at 2, Minot at 3, Bismarck High at 4, and Fargo Davies at 5. Others receiving votes, Mandan and Bismarck Century. Those are your other two who have received votes for the top 5 in the AAA division. So it's getting down to the wire. We have about 2 weeks left to play of football after this one. Right now, the weather in Grand Forks, probably what you can expect for that first week of October. Right now, 48 degrees and cloudy skies. It rained all day across the eastern side of the state, so you think that on that turf might be a little slick. Wahpeton with a pretty solid running attack with the Traden Malk in the backfield. They got an offensive line. They've been able to open up a couple of holes for their younger, smaller running back, but you know, Wahpeton loves to run that RPO action. So be on the lookout for that in this game. In Central, they like to throw the ball around the park as well. The running game, maybe not as potent as their crosstown rival Red River or maybe like Fargo North. However, they can run the ball as well. They have the capabilities to run the football, and they have one of the best athletes in the state in their quarterback, Jake Simmers, the 6', 195 senior. He is your player to watch this week across the field for the Huskies. For Wahpeton, you got to think in this one, Traden Malk has to show up and play his best type of football if Wahpeton wants to win this one. Both these teams 2-4. A loss here pretty much would choke out any playoff opportunities. The keyhole odds for one of these teams after this one, winner potentially can sneak in, get that 7-8 seed. Loser might be watching the playoffs from home. We'll take a quick break, come back with your Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups here in a moment on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894. The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wahpeton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on the Wahpeton, or on the 1450 KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics. As we get closer to kickoff, about 3:40 left till we get this one underway. We got the national anthem coming up as well, so it's perfect time to go through our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Up front in the trenches, Wahpeton wins the coin toss, so they'll start on offense. Up front, McCade Pickin, your starting center, the 5'11", 210 senior guards, Chase Marsh and Hunter Bulkey. At tackles, Landon Ralph on the right side and Luke Anderson on the left side. Bjorn Kubala out of shotgun and under center, and next to him will be Traden Malk, the 5'9", 150-pound junior, who's in the running potentially for Player of the Year for North Dakota, the amount that he has brought to this team. Wide receivers, Jacob DeVries, J.D. Gomez, and Braden Steffens. For the Grand Forks Knights on defense, it's going to be Trey Kuntz, the 6'4", 230-pound senior at defensive end, and Landon Lima, the other side of that defense at defensive end, the 6', 180-pound senior. Up front in the trenches, Seth Fontaine, the 5'10", 210 senior, going to try to disrupt that running game. Grand Forks runs a 3-4 defense. The Knights going to have Gabriel Tandy, Caden Johansson, Blaze Walken, and Thompson in the linebacker core. Defensive back, Jack Simmers playing both ways, quarterback and defensive backfield. Tyler Wallen, the other DB, at the safety position. Bryce Gifford, the 6', 165-pound senior at corner. And on the other side, going to be Braden Jerks. We'll take a quick break for your national anthem, and we'll come back with kickoff in a moment right here on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Assisted living. My wife and I knew this day was coming, the day that Mom and Dad would not be able to live on their own anymore. Well, we looked around at other assisted living communities, and nothing, I mean nothing, compared to Twin Town Villa. Everything at Twin Town Villa was a perfect fit for Mom and Dad's needs. Housing, support services, personal assistance, and health care, all under one roof. When I saw the interaction between residents and staff, it made me feel like this is the place where our parents can thrive. Twin Town Villa, close to home in Breckenridge. Call 643-9542 or visit twintownvilla.com. It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Hey, friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894. AM 1450, KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3 K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the Valley.
Welcome back to Cushman Field. Andrew Zimmel hanging out with you as we get ready for some football night, some Friday night football here in Grand Forks. Wahpeton going to receive the opening kick from the south end zone. Back to return, Jacob DeVries and Traden Malk, the two guys back there for Grand Forks Central. Maroon jerseys, white numbers, maroon hats, maroon bottoms as well. Maroon and white fight for the Central Knights. 2-4 this season, a matchup between both those teams. 2-4. Going to be a interesting run down how the final couple of weeks play out for both these squads. Wahpeton's final 3 games, Central, South, Turtle Mountain for the Knights. They have a matchup against Valley City as well, I believe. Getting ready to kick off for Grand Forks is Ross Wilbur, the kicker and punter. Going to be a left-footed punter on the near hash mark. Want to thank you guys for watching on KBMW News Live as well on YouTube. Shout out to our producer, Big Mike, not able to make the trip up with us to Grand Forks, so he'll be watching at home as well. Kickoff from Wilbur goes deep, and we're going to get this one underway. Fielded out around the 10-yard line. DeVries runs up the middle of the field, has the room to run, and brought down just short of the 30-yard line. So Wahpeton going to start the ball from their own 26-yard line. And the first time we were here, Wahpeton had a tough one against the Rough Riders. Red River was able to host Wahpeton at this stadium as well. It was second half was a tough one. From the near hash mark, from the 28-yard line, Wahpeton runs a wide set. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Kubla out of shotgun, Malk to his left side. Motions of Reeves from left to right. Handoff to Malk up the middle, trying to find room to run. Gain of about 3 yards on the power run up the middle, and those big boys up front trying to outnumber the defensive line. When you're running a 3-4 defense, it's imperative that those middle linebackers fill the holes because you're going to be overmatched. Up-tempo offense, second and about 6 coming up. 2 receivers on the left side, 2 on the right. Handoff up the middle again to Malk. Men in the backfield able to beat one tackler for a pickup of about a yard. So third and about 3 coming up for the Huskies. 11:15 left in the first quarter. Wahpeton running an up-tempo offense. And what's interesting about the Husky offense running as up-tempo as they have multiple players. In fact, most of their starting 11 play both ways. DeVries again, motion from the slot position on the left over to the right side. Shotgun snap. Kubla looks left, throws left, gets it to Steffens over the first down marker, brought down just short of the 45-yard line on the Husky side of the ball or Husky side of the field. And that is a play that you can expect to see probably a couple times here from Kubla. He likes to get that ball out of his hand quickly, find receivers, pinpoint accuracy, and that might be one of the only faults that he has is he's a quarterback that maybe gets a little antsy when he has pressure in front of him. 10:43 left in the first quarter, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Near side of the field. Play action pass. Kubla pump fakes to the right side. Pressured, throws it away, and puts it into the hands of the stick man on the far sideline. 2nd and 10 coming up on the incomplete pass from Kubla. I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to pump fake. DeVries was coming out and in the flats, but he was double covered by a corner as well as a outside linebacker. So probably a good idea trying not to throw a needle, trying to thread the needle there. Nick Langewalter, the senior tight end for Wahpeton, the junior tight end for Wahpeton, lines up on the right side of the formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, near side hash mark. Shotgun snap. Kubla looks right, pump fakes right, throws, able to connect with J.D. Gomez and gets a first down before a sea of maroon jerseys jump on top of him. So the chain gang moves as Jack Simmers picks up his first tackle as well. It was more of a gang tackle by the Rough Riders. 10:20 left in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Far hash mark now, Wahpeton setting up shop. Kubala, shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Motions DeVries from the far side to the near side of the field, lines up in the slot position. Kubala looks right, rolls to his left side. Has to force away back right. Going to be a huge sack. Big tackle by number 82, Trey Coots, the senior defensive end. And Wahpeton, Bjorn Kubala just not able to get any room to work. A sack of about 15 yards. 9:38 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 21 coming up. Wahpeton starting near the, again, 43-yard line, so a lot of room to go. Far hash mark, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun snap. Kubala looks across the middle, and DeVries has this one. Hit him right in the chest, falls out of his hands. 3rd and 21 coming up for the Huskies. Clock stops at 9:23. And that sack was a big momentum killer for this Husky offense. And Central doing exactly what they needed to do. Trey Coots just beating the offensive line to make that sack in the backfield to set up a long 3rd down, 3rd and 21 from the 46. Langenwalter motion from right to left. The big tight end for the Huskies. Shotgun snap. Kubala, 2-step drop back, gets pressured. Again, Coots steps up in the pocket, looks left, looking left, throws it, and just out of the hands of J.D. Gomez. Defensive good coverage by Bryce Gifford, the senior defensive back, playing tight coverage on J.D. Gomez. So 4th and 21, Drayden Mount going to come and punt this one away. Well, interesting to think that Wahpeton only had about two touches for Drayden Mount on that offensive possession. That's something that head coach Wade Gilbertson has mentioned a couple times, and he's trying to get as many touches as possible for his junior running back. 9:14 left in the first quarter, 4th and 21 coming. High snap, Malk able to get it down and boots it away. Fair catch near the 30-yard line, so that's where the Knights are going to start their first offensive possession. Time to flip sides of the ball. Wahpeton's defense, we'll start with them first. Up front, Landon Ralph, Luke Anderson, and Chase Marsh. Linebacker core for the Huskies, Trayden Malk, Evan Docker, Isaiah Bruchette, and Nick Langenwalter. Safeties, Cole Barth and Braden Steffens. He's replacing Omar Martinez. Jack Simmers brings his offense out on the field. Central going inverted wing bone. Handoff up the middle. Room to run down to the 40 and brought down just short of the 50-yard line. Cole Barthman was the only man in between of stopping a touchdown run potentially. A big rumble, bumble, stumble. Central coming out hard to start things off. That was Johansson on the big run. 1st and 10 from the 48. Under 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Simmers again motions the inverted wing. Handoff again up the middle. Running to the right side. Wahpeton sniffs that one out. A loss of about 5 yards. As Steffens was in the backfield as well. So Wahpeton just ran all-out blitz, brought everybody coming into the field. 2nd and 13, 8:30 left in the first quarter. And that was Trey Coots running the ball up the middle. 2nd and 13, again, Simmers out of shotgun, pistol formation now. Handoff, 2-step drop back. Simmers looking to his right side, rolls to the right side, fighting off a man, throws, and a loop and picked off by the Huskies at the sideline. Nick Langenwalter with the interception. Jack Simmers was just trying to make something out of nothing, getting chased down by a Wahpeton defensive lineman. Threw that ball, a 50-50 ball. Nick Langenwalter said, I'll take that one. So the Huskies retake possession on their side of the field. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. You can't make mistakes like that against this Husky defensive backs. Wahpeton, they run that 3-4 setup, but they really have about 5 defensive backs on the field with those 2 outside linebackers. Near hash mark, Kubala out of shotgun, motions DeVries in the backfield with him. Malk handed off up the middle. Trade Malk pushes one man off, spins down, over, and ball on the ground, and a maroon jersey on top of that one. So Wahpeton turns the ball right back over. Trade Malk trying to fight for some extra yards and gives the ball right back to the Knights. So talk about an emotional roller coaster for this Husky team. You get a turnover on a nice interception, and then you give the ball right back. Wahpeton's defense back on the field, and a lot of those guys, like I mentioned, playing both ways. So you just stick with it. 1st and 10, 7:53 left in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. 2 running backs in the backfield with Simmers. Shotgun snap to the quarterback. Keeps it himself, rolls to the right side. Looking deep, pump fakes, keeps it in bounds, out to the 40, down to the 45. Simmers gets over the 40-yard line on the Husky side of the field and making a little magic, the senior quarterback. He runs to that sideline, then tiptoes up the sideline to add 18 yards to his rushing stat line. 7:40 left in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. From the Wahpeton 39-yard line. Jack Simmers, one of those quarterbacks that little dual action, threw an interception on his last offensive possession. 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Shotgun snap, throws it out and overthrows his receiver. That's Trey Kuntz. 6'4" Kuntz watches it sail over his head, so clock stops at 7:18, 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. Cool weather here in Grand Forks, exactly what you expect from a game played in the first week of October in North Dakota. And both sides, they like to throw the ball around the ballpark, but I imagine this game might come down to who can run the ball the best, especially with how moist, how damp it has been these past couple of days on the eastern side of the state. Simmers in the backfield with a running back. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. And he keeps it himself, runs up the middle for a first down. Out to the 25, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Jack Simmers. A run of 39 yards puts the Knights on the board first. 6-0 lead with 7:07 left in the first quarter. Simmers runs that option play, keeps it himself to a point conversion, and a flag thrown already. So a penalty on the ensuing 2-point conversion, going to walk this one back. 39-yard run for Simmers. 6-0 ball game, and they're going to try another 2-point conversion here from a little bit further out. And this time they're going to hold and kick the field goal. Ross Wilbur comes out for the extra point. Snap is back. Hold is down. The kick is up. And is good. Makes it a 7-0 ball game with 7:07 left in the first quarter. So we'll be back in a moment on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Welcome back after a 39-yard run from Jack Simmers, the senior quarterback for the Knights. Grand Forks Central leads Wahpeton 7-0 in the first quarter. Wilbur getting ready to kick off from his own 40. Line drive kick, rolls down, and DeVries again going to field it near the 15-yard line. Runs up the middle, trying to find some room to run. Has a blocker and brought down short of the 35-yard line. So Wahpeton starting deep in their own territory. Last offensive possession, a fumble by Trade Mount, trying to fight for some extra yards, and that might be a game-changing play here for the Huskies, who were able to force a turnover from Simmers. They get an interception, and then immediately on the first possession, fumble it away. Trying to drive down the field here and try to tie it back up if you're Wahpeton. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left from the near hash mark. Kubala in the backfield with Traden Malk, the running back. High or low snap by the knees, throws across the middle, gets down to DeVries. Running a couple of extra yards before being brought down hard by 2 defensive backs. Blaze Wilkin with the tackle for the Knights, and 6:40 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 4 from the 39-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kubla out of shotgun. Malk to his left side. Shotgun snap. Play action pass, throws across the middle. DeVries able to pull it down short of the 50-yard line, but plenty of yards for the first down. A pick of about 7. So the chain gang moves. Wahpeton liking to move with some tempo. Getting the play in from Hunter McCall, the offensive coordinator, from the far sideline. Near hash mark, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Nick Langewalter going to come back into the formation. The tight end moves to the left side of the formation in the slot position. Kubala out of shotgun, Malk to his left side. Shotgun snap to the junior quarterback, rolls to his right. Looking to the flats, he wants to go for the deep ball, and going to keep himself, gets out near the first, or down the near the original line of scrimmage. 5:55 left as the clock stops as the junior quarterback. He's looking like he wants to try to have a knockout punch as J.D. Gomez running down the field on the far side. But for Gomez, you got to keep running that route. He's attached to the hip by a defensive back for the Knights. But you can see Kubla looking into that third level of the defense in the defensive backfield, trying to make something happen there. Nothing to go. So a loss of 2 as he walks out of bounds. 2nd and 12 from the 45-yard line. 5:55 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The shotgun snap from Kubla. 2-step drop back, throws to his right side, and throws out of bounds on the far sideline. J.D. Gomez was the intended receiver. So 3rd and 12 coming up for the Huskies. Well, Wahpeton's had 2 promising offensive possessions. One was interrupted by a sack. The second one interrupted by a turnover. Still looking for a first down on the Knights side of the field. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right from the far hash mark. Malcolm in the backfield with Kubala. Shotgun snap, and they're going to call false start as Jacob DeVries taking off before the ball was snapped. So that's going to walk this one back 5 more yards. 5:51 left in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game in favor of the home squad, the Central Knights. 3rd and 17 from the 45-yard line. Wahpeton on their side of the field. Huskies, this is where, if you're Kubla, you want to look for that third level of wide receiver. Again, not a lot of touches for Traden Malk through the first 3 possessions. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Maybe this is it. Rolls off and handoff up the middle, and Malk is going to be brought down for a gain of maybe 3 yards. So the punt team's going to come back out again. No running room in between the tackles for the junior running back, Traden Malk. So Grand Forks comes out again in punt return formation. Tyler Wallen back to return, hanging out by his own 25-yard line. Malk punting for the Huskies. 7-0 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Snap goes back and kick is away. End over end punt. Fielded near the 20, and Braden Steffens jumps on top of the return man. Nowhere to go with it, and the Central Knights able to get on top of that ball. Ball was out for a minute before another maroon jersey able to get on top of it. So Grand Forks starting from their own 20-yard line, their third possession of the game, leading 7-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Homecoming night for the Grand Forks Knights as well tonight. .507 left in the first quarter. Wahpeton trails 7-0. Simmers breaks the huddle. Two receivers to the right side of the formation. Nobody on the left side. Two running backs in the backfield with Simmers. Shotgun snap, hand off to the left side, and play wave dead before it even got. That was Gabriel Tandy, the running back potentially for the Knights, and false start called on Grand Forks. They're going to walk this one back. 1st and 15 coming up from the 15-yard line. 5:05 left in the first quarter. Wahpeton's offense they might have freezed out a little bit too on the first cool day of October. I want to thank you guys for watching on KBMW News Live as well on YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell and the subscribe button so you never miss another game. Two receivers split out wide. Inverted V. Shotgun snap to Simmers. Hands up the middle. Finds room on the left side. And J.D. Gomez is able to get underneath the treads of the running back. That was number 33. A 6-yard run from Joe Hansen. 4:40 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap. Two-step drop back. Simmers looking. Throws the screen pass. Gets it out to his receiver. A little bit of room to run, and it gets a first down. Gabe Tandy with the first down catch and run. DeVries with the tackle. 4:22 left in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game in favor of the Knights. From Cushman Field, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics, and on KBMW News Live as well. Well, Simmers throwing the ball well tonight, connecting on the short passes. Pistol formation. Simmers running the option play to the right side. Puts one defender on his back off a nice stiff arm ball on the ground again. Wahpeton pointing that they have it, and the officials saying the other way. Jack Simmers doing a good job with that stiff arm. Wahpeton's defensive team getting in the backfield, making people feel uncomfortable. But Simmers, a 6'4" quarterback, long arms, 6-foot quarterback pushing defenders off like a kid at recess. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 3:40 left. V formation. Shotgun snap. Rolls out to his left side. Dumps it out to Tandy. A little bit of room to run on the far side. Gets near the first down marker. Diving out of bounds. And we'll see if he's just short. Yes, he is. The official marks him about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Clock stops at 3:26 as Docker was the linebacker that pushed him out of bounds. Going to be 2nd and very short coming up. They're saying 3rd and very short. That's correct. The down marker is on the far sideline. Got to keep up with how things are going. 3rd and 1 from the 42. Wide receivers split out to either side. 3 running backs in the backfield with Simmers. And we'll see if they call both sides pointing that the other side move first. We'll see what the officials say. And they're calling offsides on the Huskies. It looked like both sides jumped at the same time. I saw a couple of guards moving around, but the defensive offsides, the encroachment, is going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Still on their own side of the field. The Knights driving. This drive started on their own 20 after a punt by Traden Malk. Wahpeton still empty on their possessions. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left from the far hash mark. Simmers, option play, going to keep himself. Rolls to the left side and met at the line of scrimmage by a host of white jerseys. Simmers trying to run over the entire Wahpeton defense. Not quite there. But Wahpeton is able to get in the backfield and make the running game neutralize. It's the short passes, it's the swing passes, it's the screen passes that have hurt the Huskies so far, and it's Jack Simmers' 39-yard run to put the Knights on the board first. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2:50 left. 2nd and 8 from the 49-yard line. Still on their own side of the field. Running back on either side of him. Simmers running the option play. Hands off to Tandy. Bounces back out. Docker jumps on top of it. Ball bouncing around. Wahpeton jumps on top of it. It looks like Trade Malk was the running back on top of that one. We'll see what the officials call it. Was he down before he fumbled? So they're calling he was down before he fumbled the ball. So a loss of 2 puts this one back to 3rd and 8 from the 47. 2:25 left in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game in favor of the Knights. Grand Forks breaks the huddle. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left from the far hash mark. Simmers out of shotgun. Rolls to his right side. Pressure in his face. Throws it up. Gets it behind J.D. Gomez and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Bryce Gafour not able to hold on to that one, and Wahpeton got away with one there as Gafour was behind J.D. Gomez. That was going to be a long touchdown if it doesn't go in and out of his hands. Cold night here in Grand Forks. Might have helped that one out for the Huskies. So back to return is Trade Mount. Punting are the Knights with 2:10 left in the first quarter. From their own side of the field, the 47-yard line. Wahpeton, nice end-over-end punt. Going to bounce near the 20. Rolls down to the 5 and stops near the 4-yard line. So Trade Mount getting a talking to from the far sideline. His coaching staff might have said, hey, why didn't you field that ball near the 20 instead of letting it roll down to the 5? Wahpeton, long way to go. Haven't been able to convert a first down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Worst field position of the night for the Huskies. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game in favor of the Grand Forks Central Knights. Playing on their homecoming night. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Running back in the backfield with Bjorn Kubla. Tight end motions from left to right. Shotgun snap. Throws out into the flats to DeVries and in and out of the hands. We were watching in the pregame these receivers trying to catch some of these balls, and it was a tough one. A lot of balls on the ground. The cooler weather making it difficult for receivers to catch. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 1:57. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Kubla in his own end zone. Motions of Rees across. Handoff to Malk up the middle. Going to be a short gain, maybe about 2 yards. So 3rd and 9 coming up on the 1-yard run. 1:40 left in the first quarter. Crowd cheering here in Grand Forks. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kubla at his heels on the end zone. Got to make sure you at least get this one out of your hands. Kubla throws across the middle and throws behind Braden Steffens. That ball falls on the turf, so Wahpeton going to come out and punt for the 3rd time tonight. Kubla just throws behind his receiver when he needs to lead him in that situation. So Whalen hanging out near the Wahpeton 40-yard line. Going to be a tough punting situation as Malk deep in his own end zone. Snap is back. Kick is away. End-over-end kick. Wallen fields it near the 35-yard line. Brings it out. Makes 2 defenders miss. Brought down to the 30 before a Wahpeton defender can jump on top of him. So 30-yard, or starting at the Husky 30. Knights have a short field to go. 5-yard return from Whalen. So 1:09 left in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Simmers put the Knights on the scoreboard first. A 39-yard run with 7:07 left in this first quarter. But since then, not quite offense that they're looking for. Another opportunity here from the near hash mark. 2 receivers to the right. Nobody to the left side, the far side of the field. Simmers takes a shotgun snap, hands it off up the middle. Johansson Brought down for about a 5-yard gain out near the 25-yard line. He's picking up yards chunk by chunk. Caden Johansson, the 5'8", 200-pound senior bowling ball running back. You put him right behind Simmers on these run plays. He's got a running momentum. The hole opens up here in the A-gap, and he's trying to hit those linebackers at full speed. Clock continues to tick. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game in favor of the Knights. This has been a quick quarter. Both sides running the ball very well. 2 receivers to the left, nobody to the right side. Simmers again takes the shotgun snap, hands off to the right side. Johansson rumbling, bumbling, stumbling out near the 19-yard line. Chengang going to keep the game moving. 9-yard gain. Ball on the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's funny, the Knights coming into this one, the scouting report was they like to throw the ball around the field. So far, it's been Caden Johansson just running up the gut. 2 receivers to the left, nobody to the right. Handoff again up the middle. Johansson finds room to run on the right side, out down near the 7-yard line. A pickup of about 7 yards on the run, and that's going to end the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, Huskies trail 7-0 on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard on homecoming night to the Grand Forks Grand Forks Central Knights on homecoming. We'll take a quick break, come back with more in a moment on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back to the second quarter from Cushman Field. It's Andrew Zimmel calling this game for you on the I3G Sports Network. Want to thank you guys for watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube as well. Well, the Knights 7 yards away, first and they haven't set this one up yet. Handoff to the right side. Johansson diving out for the end zone, and the far says he's good. The far referee puts both hands in the air. Trayden Malk talking to him, saying, hey, I think he stepped out of bounds. No call yet, and that is going to do it. So 13-0 to start this one for the Knights. 11:53 left in the first half. 8-yard run from Johansson. So 2 rushing touchdowns. So they line up for 2, and then they're going to get ready for the extra point. Wilbur comes on. Good idea. I like that more teams are doing this, where they spread out far, see what the defense is going to give them, and then line up for the extra point. 1 on the play clock, and close. Snap is back, and no good. Trayden Malk off the far side really pressured that one. So we'll take a quick break, come back with more second quarter action. 13-0 in favor of the Knights on 1450 KBMW.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on 1450 KBMW and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube. Well, an 8-yard run from Johansson makes this a 13-0 game after the missed extra point. Wahpeton so far empty on their possessions. Bjorn Kubala looking for the knockout punch in the first quarter. Another was there. We'll see if more touches for Trade Malk as well. Only about 6 rushes in that first quarter. It was a very quick first quarter, just under 30 minutes. Not too shabby if we want to keep things moving here from Cushman Field. Wilbur kicking from his own 40-yard line. The right-footed kicker walking this one out. Back to return is DeVries and Malk hanging out near their own 20-yard line. 11:53 left in the first half. High kick, a squib kick, fielded by a big boy running out to the far sideline. And it looked like that was Landon Ralph on the hands team, walking that one out of bounds, making the right decision as a offensive lineman. The worst thing that can happen is one of those defensive ends or a corner coming out and just taking your knees out from under you. So he made the right decision, a business decision, walking out near the 33-yard line. 11:50 left in the first half. 13-0 lead for the Knights. Wahpeton trying to get it on the scoreboard on this drive. From the 33-yard line, their own side of the field, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kubel out of shotgun, Malk to his right side. Shotgun snap, 2-step drop back. Pressure in his face. Away, out of bounds as possible. Make sure that nobody's going to be able to get a hand on that one. So 2nd and 10. Wide receivers split out far. From the far hash mark, 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right side. The wide side of the field. Kubel out of shotgun. Malk to his right. Takes a snap, handoff. No, play action pass. Throws it out and broken up by a defensive back. Another incomplete pass. Tyler Wallen again breaks up a pass intended for Nick Langewalter. So 3rd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wahpeton now moving the chains on this drive. 2 passes on the first 2 possessions. And now the defense can kind of maybe take their foot off the gas a little bit here, especially up front. You know that they're going to try to throw it. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap to Kubla. Hates the handoff and walks right into a linebacker's tackle. So a pickup of about 2 yards for Traden Malk. 11:25 left in the first half. 4th and long, and the punt team comes back on. So this central defense just chewing up Wahpeton in the pass pro. Malk, we saw him run a punt earlier this year on a fake punt. High snap, and the punt is away, end over end. Fair catch called near the 30-yard line. So the Knights going to start off on their own 31-yard line. Better field position than the last time, but still pretty good field position for an offense that hasn't had to throw the ball a whole lot. It has been mostly on the the legs of Caden Johansson. Had a 8-yard run to make it 13-0 on your scoreboard. 10:54 left in the first half. Simmers takes breaks the offense. 2 receivers to the left. Tight end shifts from the left side to the right side. Handoff to the right. Johansson makes 1 defender miss, brought down from behind by 2 more. Pickup of about 7 yards. So again, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, the bowling ball, bowling over those white jerseys. 10:40 left in the first half. 2nd and 2 from the 40. Simmers gets the play from the sideline, goes to his armband. We've seen more and more offenses running off the armband. The offensive line has their armband. Wide receivers have theirs. The quarterback with the largest one. The best part, though, you start the season early enough, you get a sweet tan mark. Johansson again lines up right behind his quarterback. Handoff to the right side. 1st down and more. Brought down and ball popped out. Wahpeton jumps on top of that one. And are they saying he was down again by contact? Head coach Wade Gilbertson out there arguing with the referees. That's the 2nd time a ball has popped out, and the head official points down the field. So they're saying it again, down on the knee, pops the ball out. So Wahpeton, second fumble recovery, goes back to the Knights. 9:52 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Knights still on their own side of the 50. Simmers breaks the huddle, goes out of shotgun. Johansson again lined up right behind him. Takes the high snap, handoff. This time to the left side. Johansson, room to run to the 40, to the 45. Ball pops out again. This time Langewalter jumps on top of it. Jackson DeVries forces the fumble, and Trayton Malk points to the heavens and says it's about time. So Johansson having a tough time holding on to the ball. And this time Nick Langewalter saying, are we sure we got it? Yes. 9:27 left in the second quarter. Wahpeton breaking out, coming on the offensive side. And that defense, turnover couldn't come at a better time, as that was a pickup of about 20 yards by Johansson if things stayed the same. From the near hash mark, two receivers Faller out to the left and to the right side. Kubla out of shotgun, Malk right behind him. Takes a snap, hands off to Malk. Met at the line by a sea of maroon jerseys and brought down for a gain of maybe 1. So running in between the tackles hasn't gained any yards for the Huskies yet this game. We got to keep thinking, if you keep chipping away with Malk, something good will happen at some point. He's known to have big plays. 9:05 left in the first half. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Wahpeton on their side of the field. Two-step drop back by Kubla. Throws it and out of the hands of J.D. Gomez. Cooler weather here, preventing some of these receivers from holding on to the ball. Clock stops at 8:55 left in the second quarter. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Kubla out of shotgun. Malk to his left side. And did they get a jumped off sides? Both sides pointing at each other. Calling defensive encroachment as the defensive line jumped on top of the center. So Wahpeton walks this one up. 3rd and 5, 8:55 left in the second quarter. So a much doable third down now for the Huskies. We'll see if they can get maybe another defensive penalty. Seems like the way to move the chains along today. Shotgun snap. Kubla, two-step drop back. Looks left. Throws across the field, and it's going to be a first down. Steffens able to make that grab and go down with it. Sophomore Braden Steffens is the player that we've watched all year continue to grow in this offense. On the defensive side of the ball, he's gotten a lot better. The offensive side of the ball, Kubla knows he can rely on him for a target if he puts it in between the numbers. So good idea grabbing that one, going right down with it. Don't want to turn the ball back over to the Knights on your own side of the field. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 8:35 left in the first half. 13-0 ball game in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in favor of reverse run by the Huskies. DeVries, a lot of room to run on the right side to the 50 and swung down near the 48-yard line. Good play by the Huskies to run the double reverse. Get to DeVries the ball, going from the far side of the field to the near side. 2nd and 1 from the 50. 8:05 left in the second quarter. Two receivers to either side of the formation. Nick Langewalter, the tight end, playing the slot on the near side. Kubla out of shotgun. Malk to his right. Takes a shotgun snap, hands off to Malk. Makes one defender miss, jumps off another, and gets over near the 40-yard line of the Knights. Anytime you go airborne as a running back, you have a chance there to completely be taken out. And Trayton Malk, with that low center of gravity, gets over his offensive lineman, who went down to the ground on top of a defensive lineman, picked up maybe another 3 yards. 7:35 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard lines. Huskies on the Knights side of the field. Two receivers, one receiver on the right, two receivers on the left. Nick Langewalter motions from right to left. Hunter McCall giving the signs. 10 seconds on the play clock. Kubla out of shotgun. Malk to his left. 6 seconds on the play clock. Two-step drop back. Throws across the middle. Ooh, immediately hit. Incomplete pass. Jacob DeVries had that ball for maybe a millisecond before he got absolutely decapitated by Jack Simmers. And, man, to have a quarterback who can play both sides of the ball the way that Jack Simmers can, that's what you look for out of a hard-hitting defensive back. The safety, Jack Simmers, playing both ways. DeVries had that ball in his chest and had it knocked loose, not a completion. So 2nd and 10 coming up. 7:13 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Near hash mark. Kubel out of shotgun, running back to his left side. Takes the snap, hands off to Malk. No, play action pass out in the flats. DeVries makes one-man miss. Out to the 30, to the 25, stays in bounds, pushed out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Wow. Jackson DeVries. Little shoulder shimmy there. And I was watching a interview with Hall of Famer Terrell Owens talking about his first love being basketball, and you try to cross over the defender. That's a little bit what DeVries had there, trying to cross the defender over, make him overrun you. Pick up of another about 7 yards on that. 7:05 left as he walks out of bounds. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Near far hash mark. Shotgun snap. Kubla pump fakes. Throws out and gets it to J.D. Gomez. Absolutely demolished by 2 nice defenders. Able to hold on to the ball. Well, this is the best offensive drive Huskies have had to this point. Knock on wood. Clock continues to tick. 6:45 left in the first half. 2nd and 4 from the 19 inside the Titan Machinery red zone. Trips to the right side, 1 to the left. Steffens by himself. Defensive backs playing off these receivers in more of a zone coverage. DeVries motions. Handoff to Malk. Makes one defender miss. Wrapped up and brought down short of the first down marker, but a pickup of about 2. So it's going to be about 3rd and 2 coming up. 6:20 left in the second quarter. 13-0 ball game in favor of the Grand Forks Central Knights on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. So 3rd and 2 coming up. It is 4-down territory for Wahpeton when you trail by 2 touchdowns, and you got to kick the ball off in the second half. Halfway point of the second quarter. 6 minutes left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Malk in the backfield with Kubla. Shotgun snap. Sophomore throws it into the end zone and broken up. Ooh! What would have been the best touchdown catch of the game or of the season potentially for Steffens is broken up, not able to hold on to it. Dirk's able to get his hand in there and pop it up in the air. Steffens lost it, not able to come down with it. 7:49 left. Timeout on the field as a player is down. A Knight is on the ground, so we'll take a quick break. Come back with more in a moment on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Mink Coat Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Brecken.
Welcome back. Injury timeout over as Dirk's able to get off the field for the Knights. 4th and 2 coming up. 17-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Biggest play of the game to this point for the Huskies. Got to convert here. Out of the injury timeout. Shotgun snap. Malk takes it himself, runs it to the 19-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. So Malk needed about 2. He got about 4. Wahpeton marching down the field. Big play by Mr. Electric, Trayden Malk. He's been about a AAA battery tonight. We're looking for that D-juice from Trayden Malk. 5:30 left in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. J.D. Gomez by himself on the near side of the field. Wahpeton in 4-down territory. 1st and 10 from the 14. Mount to the right side of Kubla. Shotgun snap to the junior. Play action pass. Rolls to his left. Throws it out into the flats. DeVries pushed out of bounds near the 10. Pickup of about 5 yards. Clock stops again. 5:10 as DeVries is able to get out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up on the play, or next 2nd and 6 coming up for the Huskies. Jack Simmers everywhere on the field playing that strong safety position, kind of running the defense from back there, the senior calling plays. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left from the far hash mark. Kubla takes a shotgun snap. 2-step drop back, looks right, throws it deep, and going to go into the corner of the end zone, out of play. Incomplete pass by Kubla. Jackson DeVries double team Simmers as well as another Knight just on the hip of DeVries. So 3rd and 6 coming up, 5:05 left. Wahpeton again, 4th down territory here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kubla out of shotgun, Mount to his right side. Langenwalter, the tight end, on the left side of the formation. From the far hash mark, motions DeVries from right to left. Shotgun snap, play action pass, throws it out to Langenwalter, trying to get it out down near the 5-yard line. So going to be short of the 1st down marker. 4th and 1 coming up. Clock continues to tick. Thompson with a tackle for the Knights.
And it's going to be 4th down and 3 for the
4th and 3. That's a interesting spot to spot the ball from the near hash mark. 4:45 left in the 2nd quarter. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Shotgun snap, Kubla, 3-step drop back, forced to his right side. Keeping himself, no, throws in the back of the end zone and out of the hands of Jackson DeVries. The 4th and 3, DeVries can't bring it down to the back of the end zone. And Wahpeton turns it over on downs. Oh, brother. That ball was right where it needed to be for Jackson DeVries. Just could not come down with it. And Wahpeton's defense comes on the field. 4:30 left in the 2nd quarter. 13-0 ball game. Wahpeton kicking off to start the 2nd half. Wahpeton gotta have to. So on the turnover by the Knights, no points on that one for the Huskies. 2nd turnover they've forced without being able to put points on. Simmers, shotgun snap. Hands off to Johansson. Looks to the left side. Cuts it back up to the middle. And Wahpeton gang tackling. Big tackle up the gut by number 62, Luke Anderson. Finished that one off. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Knights. 4:10 left in the 2nd quarter. Ball on the 13-yard line. Wahpeton, if you're the Husky defense, you're trying to force another turnover here as Docker walks down to the line. Wahpeton trying to stop this running game. The Knights have done everything that they wanted to on the ground. Pickup of a 1st down, another run up the gut by Gabriel Tandy. So the chain gang moves. Clock stays running. 3:35 left in the 1st half. 13-0 ball game in favor of the Knights. From the 24-yard line, Simmers breaks the huddle. The Knights running the ball all over this Husky defense. Shotgun snap, hand off to the right side. Tandy got his room to run up the middle, down near the 35-yard line. Laundry on the field immediately. So Malk on the tackle, but the flag was behind the play. Might be a false start penalty. We'll see if this one walks it back. They're calling holding. 3:13 left, so it's going to walk up back. A nice run by Tandy. So 1st and 14 from the 20-yard line. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap, Simmers, play action pass. Makes one defender miss. Simmers throws it to the right side. Nobody around him. Pickup of a first down to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, over the 50. Malk trying to break up or pop it out of bounds. And Dirks gets about a 40-yard pickup on the play. 33-yard pickup from Dirks. 2nd and 50, or 2:50 left in the second quarter. So Simmers was able to fight off one defender, throws a lame duck pass out into the flats. Wahpeton's defensive backs nowhere around him, though. And Dirks gets the big first down. Simmers out of shotgun. Tandy right behind him. Hand off to Tandy. Up to the right side, or the right side, brought down by 2 Wahpeton defenders. Clock continues to tick. 2nd and long coming up, 2:40 left in the second quarter. Second and 6 from the 47-yard line. Knights on the Husky side of the field. Wahpeton's defense this week worked on gang tackling. It's worked to this point. They just haven't been able to hold off this running attack by the Central Knights. A team that on paper wanted to throw the ball around. Wahpeton brings the house. Run to the left side. Tandy, room to run. Out to the 40, brought down from behind by Traden Malk. Nick Langewalter on the tackle as well for the Huskies. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. 13-0 lead in favor of the Grand Forks Knights on their homecoming night. 3rd and short coming up. Under 2 minutes to play in the second. Wahpeton kicking off to start the third quarter. Make sure you listen to our Minn Kota Ag Time halftime report where we'll give you your Smith Motors keys to the second half. 1:40 left in the second quarter. 3rd and 3 from the 40. From the near hash mark, 2 receivers to the right. Nobody to the left side of the formation. Simmers on a shotgun. Tandy straight behind him. Simmers rolls to his right side. Looking deep. Throws it and in and out of the hands of a receiver. So clock stops at 1:26. So from the Husky 40, do you go for it here if you're Central? They're pointing. And with 4th and 3, Simmers coming off the field. Or is he? As the play coming in from the sideline. So Wahpeton has a chance here to get the ball turned over on downs. From the 40-yard line, he'd have 60 yards to go. This Husky offense has not been the most electric here in the first half. However, you think giving the ball back to him with any time after what happened last week to end the game. Simmers trying to get the offsides call and penalty on the play. So did Wahpeton jump? Did they bite on the hard count? And, yeah, Huskies give them the first down. So an offsides penalty on the defense. Walks this one 5 yards. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. .126 left in the second quarter. 13-0 lead for the Grand Forks Central Knights. One receiver to either side of the formation. V with 3 receivers in the backfield. Simmers, 2-step drop back, throws to the left side, bounces off the turf. Intended receiver was Gabriel Tandy. 1:26 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 35-yard line. So the defensive penalties for the Huskies have gifted Grand Forks Central a couple of first downs tonight, including a couple of yards as well. Something you're going to have to talk about to start that to come into the to go into halftime with. 2 receivers to the right, nobody to the left. Simmers, shotgun snap, hand off to Johansson, makes 2 defenders miss, rolls off another tackle before being brought down by a handful of white jerseys. So Wahpeton again, gang tackling well tonight, but making those tackles 5, 7, 8 yards past the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short coming up. Clock continues to tick. And correction, that's going to be a first down, so a pickup of 10 yards on the run. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Two receivers to the right, nobody to the left side of the formation from the near hash mark. Simmers out of shotgun. Johansson lined up right behind him. Running the option play, rolls to his right side, looking into the secondary. Throws it deep. That's in the back of the end zone. Was he able to stay in? No. out of bounds inside the end zone. Wahpeton might have got away with one there as Leo Strandell, the 6'4" senior receiver, tried to toe tap on that far side of the end zone. Not quite there. So 2nd and 10 coming up. 52 seconds left in the first half. Well, Wahpeton, what you got to do here is just keep them out of the end zone going to halftime, trailing by 2 scores instead of 3. Could be the difference maker in this one. Wahpeton had a chance. Drove down the field, was not able to convert on a 4th and 3. A throw in the end zone to Jackson DeVries went in and out of his hands. Gave the ball right back to the Knights, and they've marched it to this point. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. Simmers, 2-step drop back. Throws again deep. This one in the end zone. Trying to box him out, and penalty on the play. They're calling a touchdown on the throw to Trey Kuntz. Laundry on the play. We'll see what the call is there. I thought it was offensive pass interference, boxing the defensive back out. We'll see what the call is here. Kuntz already celebrating with his teammates as the Knights getting ready to kick the extra point. They put points on the board already, so pass interference on the defense and the offense, so those are going to be offsetting penalties. So a touchdown going to be the call on the play as the offensive and defensive pass interference are going to offset, I imagine, the conversation on the near sideline as both the teams talking. So with both of them offsetting, going to be a touchdown. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Wahpeton goes down 19-0, the extra point ensuing. And Laundry on the field again. So that was a 30 and offsides on Wahpeton. Another defensive encroachment on the Huskies. Play clock resets at 25. So half a distance to the goal. It looks like the Knights might try to go for 2 here, leading by 19, going to halftime, leading by 3 full touchdowns. And that's where they're going to go. 2-point conversion. Simmers runs to the left side, diving to the end zone, and gets in. 2-point conversion is good. Makes this a 21-0 Grand Forks Central lead with 44 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. Come back with more in a moment on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Husky Athletics.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. A 35-yard touchdown pass from Simmers to Kuntz with a 2-point conversion. Made this 21-0 with 44 seconds left in the first half. Wahpeton kicking off to start the second half as the Knights kicking off from the Husky 45-yard line after the penalty on the touchdown. So Wilbur again kicking off. A deep kick going to go into the end zone, so Wahpeton going to start with the ball on their own 20. No time runs off the clock. 44 seconds left in the first half. Well, if last week taught anybody anything, it's that you give any time to the Huskies, something good can happen. We'll see what the call is here. We'll take a quick break for legal ID. You're listening to the Voice of the Valley, KBMW.
AM 1450, KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the Valley.
Glad to sneak that in there for you. 44 seconds left in the first half. Two receivers to either side of the formation. Kubla out of shotgun, Malk to his left. Motions Langenwalter from right to left. The tight end in the slot position. Shotgun snap. Kubla throws out into the flats. Gomez going to step out of bounds. Short of the first down. 40 seconds left in the first half. Second and short coming up. And talking to head coach Wade Gilbertson before this one, it had been a while since the Huskies came to Grand Forks and won a game. They're going to go into halftime with a deficit. Shotgun snap to Kubla. Throws again into the flats, bounces in front of J.D. Gomez, so clock stops at 38 seconds. 3rd and 3 coming up from the 27. And it looked like there might have been miscommunication. Gomez was going towards the sideline on the near side. Kubla was putting that ball back into the middle of the field. So I wonder with 3rd and 3 if the call will be to go deep or if they're going to try to make this the last play of the first half. Two receivers on either side of the formation. Kubla out of shotgun, takes the snap. Malk coming out of the backfield, running deep. Kubla rolls out to his right, throws. Gomez was able to stay in bounds. He was able to stay both feet in bounds. First down for the Huskies. 31 seconds left as he was able to get out of bounds. Toe touching on that near sideline. Chain gang moves out to the 37-yard line. Wahpeton going to run a little bit more up-tempo, or I should say they should be running a little bit more up-tempo here. Clock stops at 31. Gets everybody set. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right from the near hash mark. Malk in the backfield with his junior signal caller. The shotgun, 2-step drop back, pump fakes, throws across the middle of the field. And again, stuck by a linebacker. Steffens with the catch. And that is Gabriel Tande playing both sides. Timeout taken by the Huskies. With 23 seconds left, their first timeout of the first half. We'll take one with them. You're listening to KBMW. You're home for Wahpeton Athletics.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wahpeton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. 2nd and 2 from the 45-yard line. 23 seconds left in the first half. Wahpeton, so far, 2 turnovers forced this half, neither able to turn points up for the Huskies. So a rarity when you're winning the turnover battle and losing on the scoreboard, trailing by 3 full touchdowns. Wahpeton took their first timeout of the first half, coming out of it now. Trying to go into halftime trailing by potentially 2 scores instead of 3. And last week against Valley City, the Huskies had a similar situation. The offense just wasn't really working. It came down to the final play to beat the Highliners. We'll see if tonight has a similar result for Wahpeton. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Huskies are the 8th seed right now in the QRF. Grand Forks Central, the 9 seed. So big playoff implications. Kubla pump fakes to the right, throws deep, gets it behind the defenders, and Jackson DeVries is not able to come down with that one again. Whalen in coverage for the Knights, and Jacob DeVries, man, that was a tough ball to catch. Trying to put it in between 2 defenders, but again, it looked like he might have hit him in the corner of the elbow. Not able to come down with it. So 3rd and 2 from the 45-yard line. Huskies on their side of the field. 18 seconds left in the first half. Trips to the right side, 1 to the left. Kubla out of shotgun. Takes the snap, 2-step drop back. Pressure in his face, rolls to his left side. Go with it, throws it out of bounds. Kills the clock at 12 seconds. 4th and 2 coming up. So Wahpeton again. One more shot, I imagine. 4 down territory. Hunter McCall from the far sideline giving the calls. 4th and 2 coming up from the 12-yard line. Or 4th and 2 from the 45-yard line. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kubel out of shotgun, Malk to his right side. Takes a snap, 2-step drop back, pump fakes. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and ball falls incomplete with 8 seconds left in the second quarter. So turnover on downs as the Central Knights come out for one final drive. I imagine with 8 seconds left, they might just kneel it out. But again, nice field position from the Husky 45-yard line. With Simmers, you might try to take a shot at the end zone. So we'll try to give you the biggest picture possible on KBMW News Live on YouTube. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching on YouTube. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Simmers out of shotgun, Tandy behind him. 2-step drop back for Simmers, looking to the end zone. Steps to the right side and going to run it himself. Runs to the left. Jukes one defender before being brought down around near the 35-yard line, and that's going to be the final play of the first half. So Wahpeton goes into halftime trailing 21-0. Make sure you listen to our Minn Kota Ag Products halftime report. We'll have more in a moment right here on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m. Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics. And the first half was all Grand Forks Central, 21-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as they do homecoming festivities here at Cushman Field. And the homecoming team looking good. So Wahpeton got the starting kickoff, took it out of the south end zone, wasn't able to do anything with it. A punt put it in the hands of the Knights. They were able to drive down the field and score with 7:07 left in the first quarter. A 39-yard run from Jack Simmers, weaving in between defenders to make it a 7-0 ball game after the extra point. With 11:53 left in the second quarter, and after a couple of turnovers from both sides, an 8-yard run from Caden Johansson made it a 13-0 game after the missed extra point. Wahpeton drove down the field on the ensuing kickoff, got into the red zone, a 4th and 3 from their own 8-yard line, and a perfectly drawn-out play to put an open receiver in the back of the end zone. Kubla went to his most reliable target, Jacob DeVries, but in and out of the hands of DeVries, turned over the ball on downs. That drive started inside of the 10-yard line and ended in the end zone after a 35-yard touchdown pass from Jack Simmers to Trey Coots. On a great play by Coots, he was able to fight off the defender and hold it down with one hand in the right side of the end zone. One of the better plays that we've seen this year against the Huskies, and the extra point was good to make it 21-0 Grand Forks Central. So Wahpeton going to kick off to start the second half, and the Huskies, it has been a tough one. One turnover on a fumble. They've been able to force 2 turnovers, an interception on Simmers, as well as recovering a fumble, but not able to put any points on the board on either one of those turnovers, which has been the story of the game so far for Wahpeton. There have been opportunities. They've not been able to seize on them. But anybody who knows Husky athletics knows that it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And this has been a team that has been willing to go into second halves trailing and being able to battle back. We'll see if they can battle back from a 3-score deficit this evening. Take a quick break. Comes back with your Smith Motors keys to the second half right here on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
Save big with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Rebates from $50 to $100 on the purchase and installation of tires. Plus a lifetime of rotations with the purchase of 4 tires. Rebates up to $80 on shocks and struts. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and installation of front and rear brake pads and rotors. Plus, they'll even hook you up with their tire price match guarantee. Available all year long. Smith Motors, your trusted Chevy and GMC dealership. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wahpeton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Welcome back to Cushman Field. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics. 21-0 lead for the homecoming team, the Grand Forks Central Knights, on this Friday night. Still very cool out. Clouds have dissipated a little bit. Still overcast skies, 45 degrees right now in Grand Forks. What you want out of a Friday night game in North Dakota. So let's go through our Smith Motors keys to the second half. We'll start with the visiting Wahpeton Huskies. Number one thing, got to be able to punch the ball in the end zone. Talking to the camera crew up here, the conversation was surrounding the 4th and 3 from the 8-yard line. The question is then, do you try to run it in if you're the Huskies, or do you throw into the back of the end zone? Kubla made the right call from our opinion up here in the press box, but on the sideline, the conversation may have been, why did he not just try to run for the first down? Either way, the Huskies' empty possession when they're in the red zone might have cost them this game as they went down 3 scores on the ensuing drive by the Knights, put it a 21-0 lead for Grand Forks Central. That's the first one. Got to find a way to punch the ball into the end zone if you're Wahpeton. On the other hand, defensively, you came into this game planning for a team that wants to throw the ball, and Huskies felt very confident in their ability to stop that. Well, they have not been able to stop the run of these Knights. They've been able to go over and over and over again to that run game, piling up on the right side or the left side, running to the short side of the field and making things happen. Caden Johansson this game has looked like a man amongst boys running the ball against this Wahpeton defense. And this is a defense that has done a good job bottling up other running backs in the state of North Dakota. Tonight, though, no answer for that dual-threat quarterback. Jack Simmers throws for a touchdown, runs for a touchdown as well. The dual-threat quarterback, another thing that the Huskies game planned for, got to come out of halftime and really show a little bit more spark and try to bottle up what the Knights have been doing. On the other side of the field, Grand Forks Central got to hold on to the ball. 4 fumbles in the first half. They were able to recover 3 of them. One of them went back to the Huskies. Now, Wahpeton wasn't able to score on that turnover, but still, you're losing the turnover battle. Coming into the second half, you want to be able to hold on to the ball, maybe hold the rock a little bit tighter if you're this running back trio. We'll take a quick break, come back with second half action here in a moment from Cushman Field. Wahpeton trails 21-0 at the half. We'll have more in a moment on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Husky Athletics.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894. The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wahpeton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back to Cushman Field for a second half of football here on a Friday night. Wahpeton getting ready to kick off to start the second half, trailing by 3 scores, 21-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I want to thank you guys for tuning in on KBMW News Live as well, all the way across the world, internationally on our YouTube channel, as well as in Texas, where Mama Zimmel is listening as well. So I want to thank all of our listeners across the I3G Sports Network for checking us out. So the Huskies go into halftime trailing by 3 scores. The conversation during that halftime has to be force more turnovers and capitalize on them. You can't win the turnover battle and then also lose the game. It's one of those rarities. Huskies have done a good job this season of forcing other teams into tough positions. The real question here is, with the way that Johansson has the way that Johansson has run the ball in the first half, can you find a way to bottle up that senior bowling ball who is eating up yards chunk by chunk? Well, Jack Simmers, the do-everything player for the Central Knights, back to return, hanging out near his own 10-yard line. Trey Mount getting ready to kick off from the Husky 40-yard line. We'll see if they come out of here with a little trickery. And they're going to kick it, a squib kick, a pooch fielded by the Knights. And that's kind of the day that the Huskies have been having. So the Knights going to start off with excellent field position from their own 45-yard line. Another short-ish field situation for Grand Forks Central. Well, Wahpeton is trading Malk, the player that you want to keep an eye on throughout the game, wearing number 44 for the Huskies. Mr. Electric is what we call him here. And been bottled up by this Central team. Not a lot on the offensive side of the ball, trying to make his presence known on the defensive side, an outside linebacker. Simmers hands the ball up the right side. A lot of room to run for a first down and more as Johansson picks up about a 13-yard gain, walks it over the 50-yard line near the 40 for the Huskies. A gang tackle by Wahpeton. First and 10 from the Husky 45. Flipping the field from the 43. 11:45 left in the third quarter. Huskies trail 21-0. Knights driving. 2 receivers to the left. Nobody to the right side. Far hash mark. Handoff again. Met at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no gain. Number 19. That was Isaiah Burchert with the tackle. 2nd and 10 from the 43. 11:20 left in the third quarter. Coming on is Gabriel Tandy, the senior running back. 5'8", 180, gives a different look versus Caden Johansson, the 5'8", 200-pound junior running back. Bowling ball chopping up yards. A lot of room on the left side. Handoff to Tandy again, trying to find room to run. Pushes 2 defenders off, rolls back again. Trayden Malk fighting for that ball as Malk knows, hey, a turnover here could flip this game. Brought down for about a 2-yard gain. 3rd and long coming up. 10:45 left in the third quarter. 21-0 lead for the Knights. 3rd and 8 coming up for Grand Forks Central. Their first possession of the second half. From the near hash mark, Simmers breaks the snap, or breaks the huddle. Tandy lining up to the right side of Simmer, trips to the right side, one receiver to the left. Simmers takes the shotgun snap, 2-step drop back. Pressure brought, rolls to the right side, or left side. Pushed out of bounds, short of the first down marker. We'll see if this is 2 down or a 4 down territory for the Knights, or if they decide to go for it, or if they decide to punt it here. It's going to be 4th and short. We'll see if they give him a nice spot from these officials. Well, there's a VAR official who marked him out of bounds. Did not walk straight back from where he was. And, yeah, no, the head official going to make it a first down. So they needed 8. They got maybe 8 and an 1/8 inch. 10:08 left in the third quarter. 21-0 lead for the Knights. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Simmers out of shotgun, running back to his right side. Rolls to the right side, going to keep it himself. Runs up the middle through 2 defenders and brought down inside the 10-yard line, but a flag on the play. Penalty behind the run. Might be a holding call on the offensive line. We'll see what the call is. Simmers, again, though, zipping in between defenders, and he has the same type of running capability as Trayden Malk. Running more upright, though. And a holding penalty is going to walk this one back. 10:01 left in the third quarter. So 1st and 10 again. The hold call. $10:01 left in the third quarter. 21-0 on the scoreboard for the Knights. Driving inside the Wahpeton 35. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Shotgun snap to Simmers. Rolls to the left side this time. Got blockers. Makes 1 defender miss. Running out in front before being brought down. Nick Langenwalter got underneath his legs. A quarterback stretch play to the left side. Makes this 2nd and about 4 coming up. 9:38 left in the third quarter. So Jack Simmers again making plays with his legs for this Knights team. Grand Forks Central, the opening kickoff to start the third quarter, driving now on the Huskies inside Wahpeton territory. 2 receivers to the right. Tandy lined up behind Simmers. Shotgun snap. Handoff to the left side. Tandy out to the 20, to the 15 before being brought down. So another first down for the running game of the Knights. Chewing up the Husky defense, 1 10-yard or 7-yard run at a time. 9:09 left as the chain gang moves down inside the Titan Machinery red zone from the 13-yard line. 9:05 left in the third quarter. Simmers breaks the huddle. Lines up, out of shotgun, running back right behind him. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Takes a shotgun snap. 2-step drop back, going to run it himself up the gut. Makes 1 defender miss. Brought down inside the 5. So just short of the first down marker. And we talked about it in the pregame show that Wahpeton has done a good job this season in the red zone, trying to keep teams out of the end zone. Tonight, however, not the case. 0 for 1 in the red zone. So it should be about 2nd and 2 from the 5. 2:18 left from the near hash mark. Simmers again takes the shotgun snap, hands it to Tandy, met at the line of scrimmage. Again, the Wahpeton Husky linebacker core there. Trade Malk, one of the linebackers, putting his shoulder into the running back, trying to make his presence felt on the defensive side of the ball, getting some of that aggression out. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. I'll tell you, these games go a lot faster when both teams trying to chew up ground and run the ball. This Grand Forks Central team has only gone in the air a handful of times, including one passing touchdown for Simmers. 2 receivers to the right side of the field, no receivers to the left from the near hash mark. Shotgun snap, hand off to Tandy again to the left side, takes 2 defenders down with him. Could be down to the 1. Officials haven't given the sign yet, and it's going to be on the first and goal from inside the 2-yard line. Wow. 7:32 left in the third quarter. So on the Husky doorstep, Wahpeton needs to force a turnover here. Trailing 21-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Simmers out of shotgun, hands it to Tandy, up the gut, met at the line of scrimmage again, and short again for Tandy. So that's 2 plays in a row. Wahpeton has been able to keep the running back out of the end zone. Can they do it for 3 more plays, though? Second and short again coming up. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Second and goal from the 2. So it might have been a loss of 1 for Tandy on that run play. Simmers again out of shotgun. Curious to see if the Knights have implemented what has been a popular play across football, the tush push. Simmers takes it himself, rolls to the right side, fights off 2 defenders, rolls down near the 15, and fumble, ball on the ground. Huskies jump on top of it, and go! Trade Malk on the run, picks up the fumble and goes to the 40, to the 30, nobody to beat, to the 10-5. Trade Malk touchdown, and what was a second and goal from the 2 goes about 98 yards, flips the field. Trade Malk, Mr. Electric, no penalties on the field, so Huskies get on the board to start this second half on a turnover, on a fumble from Simmers. And that's the type of electric play that you can expect from Trade Malk. They're calling it an 88-yard fumble return. So Wahpeton going to go for the extra point here, trailing 21-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Malk picking that ball up and going, and you teach that in practice to find the ball on those fumbles. That's exactly what he did. Kick is up and is good. Makes it 21-7, Grand Forks Central. We'll take a quick break, come back with more third quarter action here in a moment on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Husky Athletics.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back. Andrew Zim on the call with you on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Husky Athletics, and that's exactly the type of play that the Huskies needed. We talked about a red zone defense there, and Simmers, I'm not quite sure why he rolled out as far as he did. They were on the 2-yard line. He went all the way back to his own 20, fumbles the ball. Trade Malk, Mr. Electric, making electric plays, getting that ball off the turf, taking it back 88 yards on a fumble recovery. And this kid can do a little bit of everything. Kicking the ball away now for Wahpeton. Try to pooch it to start the third quarter. We'll see what he does here. Simmers back to return. Another pooch kick and fielded near the 45. Jumping down on the ball is Dahl. So the 43-yard line this time for the Central Knights. Wahpeton gives the ball back to Grand Forks with plenty of field in front of him again. We'll see if can you force 3 turnovers to get on the board 3 times if you're Wahpeton. I'm not quite sure they have that type of luck to start this second half. But a 3-and-out would be nice to button up that defense. Middle of the field, 2 receivers to the left, nobody to the right. Shotgun snap to Simmers. Hands off to Christensen. Finds a hole on the left side. brought down near the 50-yard line. Jacob DeVries able to shed a blocker and make the tackle. So Jackson DeVries makes the stop, 7-yard gain for Johansson. 2nd and 3 from the 50. Under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. 21-7 for Grand Forks Central. Last possession, a fumble from the Knights. 2 receivers to the right, nobody to the left side. Shotgun snap, hands it off to the left side. Hanson again gets a first down out to the 40, and penalty on the play. So it could be a holding penalty on the Knights. We'll see what the call is from the official. And they're pointing at the spot, holding on the Knights. Going to walk this one back. So from the 50, going to go back to the 40-yard line. So 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13 coming up for Grand Forks. 5:40 left in the third quarter. 21-7 in favor of the Knights. Near hash mark. 2 receivers to the right, nobody to the left side. From the near side or near hash mark. Shotgun snap to Simmers. High snap, handoff to the left side. Christensen finds some room to run out to the 50, brought down short of the first down marker. Let's see what the official says. Again, it could have been a pickup of maybe 12 yards, and that's what they're going to call it. So 3rd and short coming up, 5:10 left. 3rd and 1 from the 47-yard line. Yes. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. So Wahpeton, they're getting a holding penalty, walks the Knights back, and then gives up another run of about 12 yards. Cannot stop the run plays. Another run to the left side, going to be a first down, and cut down by Traden Malk. So that's going to move the chains as Caden Johansson, again, just chewing up yards, over 100 yards on the ground this evening for the senior running back. 4:40 left in the third quarter. And Wahpeton, what they're doing is they're lining up 2 receivers on the far side of the field and then running on the near side. Huskies don't want to overpower one side of the field and leave somebody open. That's happened earlier. Simmers rolls to the right side. Docker chasing him from behind. Trying to get him, not quite there. Simmers got the first down and more to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and swung down. Jacob DeVries, a 40-yard run, takes it all the way down to the end, all the way down to the end zone. Kept him just short of it. 1st and 10 from inside, or 1st and goal from inside the 4. So Wahpeton has been here before. Huskies can just not stop this central run game tonight. 4:07 left in the third quarter. Time continues to tick. 21-7 lead for Central. V formation. Simmers, middle of 2 running backs. Running back straight behind him as well. Option play. Handoff up the middle. Johansson met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back down. Ball on the ground again. Grand Forks Central cannot hold on to the ball. Johansson able to stay on top of it. So 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. 3:35 left. And we have a tough vantage point from as far away from the field as possible here. But another chance there to turn the ball over for Grand Forks. They put the ball on the ground 7 times now. High snap. Simmer's going to run it himself. Drags 2 defenders into the end zone as well for a 1-yard touchdown run. So that's Simmers' 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. So extra point coming on for Grand Forks Central. Leading 27-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wilbur comes on to kick the extra point. Snap is back, the hold is down, and the kick is good through the uprights. Another close call as Malk was bearing down on that one. So we'll come back for a moment. More third quarter action from Cushman Field on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW. Wahpeton gives up a 1-yard touchdown dive from quarterback Jack Simmers to go down 28-7. Well, they were able to get on the board on a 88-yard fumble return from Traden Malk. Now they got to find a way to get in the end zone on pretty much every possession. Now the defense not able to stop the run. I don't think that the Knights have punted once tonight, which is not a stat that you would like to see as a Husky fan. 3:18 left in the third quarter. Kicking from the 40-yard line for the Knights is Wilbur. Back to return is Malk and DeVries. Kick goes to Jackson DeVries, fielded near the 25-yard line. Brings it up the left side, brings it back up to the center, out to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and pushed out of bounds on the Knights side of the 50. We'll see what the call or the official is here. They've had a very interesting way of spotting some of these balls. They're not quite running straight down the line, we've noticed. So from the far hash mark on the 50-yard line, Wahpeton, nice drive, or a nice spot to start this drive. A 25-yard return for Jacob DeVries. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right from the far hash mark. Kubla in the backfield, or Malk in the backfield with Kubla. 2-step drop back from Kubla, throws, and ball on the turf. And was that ball completed to Nick Langewalter? That's insane. That ball out of the hands of a Knights defender. Kubla trying to put the ball only where his receiver can catch it. And Nick Langewalter going down with that one, making the stupendous play to come up with that ball. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Out of shotgun. Takes a snap, throws again into the flats on the left side. Ball over the first down marker as Braden Steffens again. He likes to catch that ball and go down to his knee immediately. Chain gang smooths as the clock stops. 2:37 left in this third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 40. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Huskies getting their first down on the other side of the field. DeVries on the jet sweep, brought down for a big loss. A loss of about 6 on the run as DeVries motioned from the slot position on the left side, going to the near side of the field. And 2nd and 16 coming up for the Huskies. 2:04 left in the third quarter. Good tackle by the Knights, but a tough spot now to put the Wahpeton Huskies in. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. DeVries motions from the slot back into the formation across to the left side. Shotgun snap. Kubla looks left, throws left, gets it out to Langewalter. Pick up of about 8 yards, so 3rd and 8 coming up for the Huskies. 1:42 left in the third quarter. 28-7 lead for the Knights from the far hash mark. Wahpeton breaks the huddle. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 receiver on the left. Kubla out of shotgun, Malk to his left side. Takes a snap. 2-step drop back, throws into pressure, and again, that ball in the hands of Jacob DeVries. That's again. I'm not quite sure how Jackson DeVries is able to make these catches. Ball in the back of the end zone in the second quarter, in and out of his hands. A ball through 3 different defenders he's able to come down with. Big play there as the Huskies, 1st and 10 from the 26, 1:25 left in the third. Snap, handoff to Malk. Finds room on the left side. Brought down for a gain of about 4. And that's a good way to mix in the run game. That's something that the Huskies have not been able to do, trailing for the majority of this game. Not able to run the ball with Traden Malk. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right from the middle of the field. Second and 10 from the 22. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Shotgun snap, 2-step drop back. Pumps right, throws right. J.D. Gomez out of his hands. And no penalty on the play. Looking for Laundry. And we'll try to get you the end zone here, folks. Sorry, on KBMW News Live. Third and 10 from the 22-yard line. Clock stops. Okay, that's third and 6 from the 22-yard line. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. This is 4-down territory for Wahpeton, trailing by 3 scores. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Nick Langenwalter in the shotgun position on the near side of the field. J.D. Gomez and Stephens split wide. Kubla pump fakes left, throws right. Gomez in the end zone. Did he come down with it? No, ball popped out of his hands. Oh, J.D. Gomez had that ball going down with it, broken up at the last second by a Knights defensive back. So 3rd and 6 coming up for Wahpeton. From the 22-yard line. That was a big play potential for the Huskies. Gomez not able to come down with it, so we go 4th and 6. Shotgun snap. Kubla loses it, able to go in between the legs, throws, and brought down again. Wow, Jackson DeVries make another big play. He's got stick him on his gloves, I guess. He came down with that one big time. In traffic between 2 defenders, going to his hip, brings it down. 1st and 10 from the 12. Clock continues to tick. 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Wahpeton trailing. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Malk split out wide at the slot position. Defensive backs playing off the receivers. Shotgun snap. Malk goes out in the flats and thrown to the right side is Langenwalter, who steps out of bounds. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. So a pickup of, they're calling it 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 coming up from the 6-yard line. 15 seconds left in the third. 3 receivers on the left, 1 receiver on the right side of the formation. Stephens and Gomez split out wide. Malk in the backfield with Kubla. The junior signal caller takes the shotgun snap. 3-step drop back, throws across the middle, and Gomez again not able to come up with that one. And again, the Huskies sideline asking for the penalty there as they saw Gomez got pushed from behind. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. 28-7 lead for the Knights. Wahpeton trying to tack on a score here, cut the lead in half, potentially. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Huskies. DeVries motion back into the formation. Shotgun snap. Throwing out into the flats. DeVries brought down immediately on the throw, and that's Jack Simmers again on the tackle. Simmers playing that strong safety coming up and absolutely punching these Husky wide receivers in the mouth. So it's going to be 4th and 6 when we start the fourth quarter in a moment right here on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics. 28-7 lead for the Grand Forks Central Knights.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW. We'll put the final 12 minutes on the clock as we get ready to go in this fourth quarter. Wahpeton trails 28-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I want to thank you guys for watching on KBMW News Live as well across the world, including our incredible producer, Big Mike, who was not able to make the trip up to with us to Grand Forks. And I'll tell you, it was a lot quieter trip up here without him. I miss him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4th and 7 from the 7. Kubla takes the shotgun snap. This is for the game. Throw and batted down at the line. So 11:57 left in the fourth quarter. On the I3G Sports Network, Oaks leads Lisbon at half, 6-0. And 7-0 lead for Jamestown over Valley City at halftime. 28-7 lead for the Knights, and if they continue to run the offense the way they have, it's going to be a run play. Shotgun snap to Simmers, and then handoff, to the left or right side. Wahpeton able to meet him at the line of scrimmage, a pickup of maybe 2 yards on the carry. Gabriel Tandy. And this is a matchup between 2-4 teams. The winner has a much better shot of wrapping up their season potentially with a playoff berth. Second and 9, 11:22 or 1 left in the fourth quarter. Simmers out of shotgun, 2 receivers. Handoff to Tandy, finds room on the left side, a lot of room to run out to the 15-yard line before being brought down by some Huskies, and more Huskies jump on top of it, pointing towards the north end zone. Huskies saying they recovered another fumble. Wow. That is the 3rd fumble recovery as Malk able to get his nose in there and end up with the ball. So Wahpeton with good shot here to try to score. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Kubla telling Langenwalter to get back into the formation. 11:05 left. 6 seconds on the play clock. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Kubla out of shotgun, takes a snap. Fakes left, throws to the left side, and goes in and out of the hands of his intended target. That was Nick Langenwalter on the target attempt. A couple of seconds tick off the clock. Every second counts here. Now next week, the Knights travel to Valley City, and then they host Devils Lake at home. So you think Valley City, a team that looks pretty solid throughout this season. That'll be a tough one for the Knights. Wahpeton driving. 2nd and 10 from the 16 in the Titan Machinery red zone. Shotgun snap, 2-step drop back. Kubla throws left and intercepted. Intercepted, shocked out to the 50-yard line, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. A pick 6 from Bjorn Kubla. And completely flips this game. Bjorn Kubla put that ball right in between the numbers to Gabe Tandy. Fourth quarter, 10:43 left, and an 88-yard pick 6. makes this one 34-7. Extra point coming up. .10:43 left as the Knights get ready to kick this one away, or kick this one through the uprights. Wilbur, snap is back, the kick is up, and is good. Makes this a 35-7 Grand Forks Central lead. So a pick six by Kubala puts Wahpeton in a tough spot after getting the ball off a turnover. Again, not able to put any points on the board. We'll take a quick break, come back with more in a moment on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894. AM 1450, KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the Valley.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW. Wahpeton trails 35-7. They forced a fumble and then gave the ball right back into the hands of Gabe Tandy, who has a chance here to be your Essential Health Player of the game. Running that one back 88 yards. Kubala hasn't made a lot of mistakes this season. However, that one costly. 10:43 left in the fourth, 35-7. As Wilbur getting ready to kick off to the Huskies again. Back to return is Traden Malk and Jacob DeVries hanging out near their 10-yard line. Wahpeton hands team on the field. And the kick is back and away, fielded near the 5-yard line. DeVries brings it up the left side, makes one defender miss before being brought down by a host of Knights. Carrington leads Park River 14-8 at halftime on your I3G Sports Network scoreboard. Want to thank you guys for listening and watching on KBMW, as well as KBMW News Live on YouTube, worldwide over there. So Wahpeton spreads it out. Two receivers on the right, three on the left. Ball on the far hash mark. Kubala out of shotgun. Empty backfield. Takes the snap low by the ankles. Rolls to the right side and swung down. Big sack. And that is the type of night that the Huskies have had. Nolan Marshall on the big sack. 10:20 left in the fourth quarter. Going to be second and 15. Breckenridge Cowboys lead 14-0 at the half against New York Mills. DeVries brought back into the formation from the left side, back across the formation. Kubala, two-step drop back, throws the screen pass to Malk. Little bit of room to go. It breaks out to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. And that's the type of play that you need to get the ball, or the reason you need to get the ball into Malk's hands out near the 50-yard line on the screenplay. 9:43 as the clock continues to tick. Chang Gang moves. So after the big sack, Wahpeton able to capitalize on the screen pass to Malk. Empty backfield again. Kubala out of shotgun. Three receivers to the right, two to the left. Malk in the slot on the near side. And timeout taken by Wahpeton. We'll take one with them. 9:34 left in the fourth, 35-7 in favor of the Knights. We'll be back in a moment on KBMW.
Assisted living. My wife and I knew this day was coming, the day that mom and dad would not be able to live on their own anymore. Well, we looked around at other assisted living communities, and nothing, I mean nothing, compared to Twin Town Villa. Everything at Twin Town Villa was a perfect fit for mom and dad's needs. Housing, support services, personal assistance, and health care, all under one roof. When I saw the interaction between residents and staff, it made me feel like this is the place where our parents can thrive. Twin Town Villa, close to home in Breckenridge. Call 643-9542 or visit twintownvilla.com.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Out of the timeout, Wahpeton puts two on either side of the formation. Shotgun snap to Kubala. Looking deep, steps up in the pocket, throws across the middle, and ball lands behind J.D. Gomez, who had a tough day at the office. Second and 10 coming up from the 46-yard line. Gomez, again, that ball thrown behind him. If you put it in front of him, he might be able to bring that one down. Jackson DeVries, one of the favorite targets of Kubala today, has a handful of catches. He comes out of the backfield, goes into the slot position. Wildcat formation. Malk playing quarterback. 9:29 left. Shotgun snap low. Goes to the right side. Tries to find a hold and run out near the 45-yard line. Swung down as the chain gang continues to move. And that might be the way the Huskies get things going here. It's put Malk at that quarterback position and run a little wildcat. Kubala goes back in the backfield. Up-tempo offense. 9:18 left in the fourth. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Far hash mark. And timeout taken by the Knights. We'll take one with them. Second timeout for the Huskies in this fourth quarter. We'll take one with them. You're listening to KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wahpeton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW. Second time out for the Huskies. 9:15 left. Shotgun snap to Kubala. Looks right. Met at the line. Able to make a man miss. Gets it to DeVries. Nobody around him. Out to the 25. Brought down heavily by two defenders. Short of the 20-yard line. And Bjorn Kubala, the last second, saw an open man on the near side of the field and said, "You have the ball." Hot potato. 9:05 left in the fourth. 35-7. Knocking on the door of the Titan Machinery red zone from the 23-yard line. Huskies trying to run some up-tempo offense, trailing by 28, 35-7. Shotgun snap, two-step drop back. Kubala looks right, throws left, throws across the middle. High, brought down by Malk. Get out to the 5, makes the other man miss. A 23-yard touchdown reception from Traden Malk makes this a 35-13 game. And ball in Traden Malk's hands. You can't go wrong with that. His first reception of the night for a score. Extra point team comes on, and that, of course, would be Traden Malk kicking the extra point. So Huskies, snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and is good. 35-14, Grand Forks Central. Huskies showing life in the fourth quarter. We'll come back with more in a moment. 8:46 left in the fourth, 35-14 lead for the Knights on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Welcome back, Andrew Zilma on the call with you on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW. 8:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton able to go down the field to score very quickly. A 2-minute drive, just about, or about a 2, we'll call it a 2-minute drive. 10:43, a 88-yard pick six from Bjorn Kubala. Wahpeton answers back, gets a 23-yard strike to Trayden Malk to cut into this lead. And you got to think that if Wahpeton was able to capitalize on that last drive, makes this a 35 or 28-14 game, you're in a very different ball game versus 35-14. A lot has to go right here in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton trying to use some Husky magic. We'll see if they can get it done here at Cushman Field. Wahpeton, historically, in the past couple of years, has had a tough time at Cushman Field, both between the Rough Riders and the Knights. Trayden Malk kicking off, and the hands team has to be on their P's and Q's here as they load the front line. Malk, onside kick attempt, and rolls around. The Knights look like they jumped on top of it. A lot of maroon jerseys over there, and yeah, they did. So Huskies defense going to have to tighten up their chin straps and maybe stop the run. From the 49-yard line on the from the 49-yard line on the Knights side of the 50. 8:44 left here in the fourth. 35-14 lead for Grand Forks Central on their homecoming night. Wahpeton was able to get some homecoming magic going last week against Valley City. Tonight, that first half, shutout, 21-0. 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. Simmers running an option play. Trayden Malk gets his hand on him. Simmers has to roll back to the left side and pushed out of bounds for a loss of about 6. Trayden Malk like a bullet out of a gun coming from that linebacker position in the backfield with Simmers. I think he just got his hands on the ball by the time that Malk was in the backfield with him. Not able to get the tackle, was able to push him out of bounds. A loss of about 7. So 2nd and 17 coming up from the 43-yard line, 8:35 left. And that's exactly what you want if you're the Huskies. Tackle him out of bounds. Stop the clock. 1 timeout left for Wahpeton as well. Something to keep your eye on. Simmers out of shotgun, running back straight behind him. Takes a snap, hands it off back to Christensen. Room to run. No, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's going to be Evan Docker on the tackle, the shoelace tackle, 8:25 left. Well, Wahpeton has been in positions like this before where it's 3rd and long. Took their foot off the gas on the defensive side of the ball and gave up a big chunk run. So 3rd and long coming up, 8:12 left in the fourth quarter. 35-14 lead. As men coming on and off the field. Wahpeton, the conditioning of this team, I know it's late in the season, but they have looked great tonight being able to play both sides of the ball. Trips to the right side, 1 receiver to the left. Simmers out of shotgun, running back to his right. Runs an option play, rolls to the right side, throws it. That's going to be up and short of the sticks. Brought down on the other side of the 50, but it's short of about 3 yards. Good completion to Trey Kuntz. And Kuntz had that big one-arm reception in the end zone. So 4th and long still coming up. A 9-yard completion makes it 4th and 4. And the offense is going to stay on the field. You know, with a 35-14 lead, a lot of teams would think about punting the ball away. I think that the Knights trust their offense enough here to go with it on the Husky side of the field. Trying to get the hard snap going. 7:05 left, play clock down to 15. And Knights take a timeout early in this one. 7 minutes left in the fourth. They had 8 left on the play clock. So Simmers might have had a brain fart there, the senior quarterback. We'll take a quick break with him. You're listening to KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
You know, it's been a long week when you're misreading the scoreboard on the left side of things. So I want to correct something real quick for you. For the radio audience, for those of you watching on KBMW News Live, you might have caught this earlier than I did. Wahpeton still has all 3 of their timeouts left in the fourth quarter. Grand Forks Central, correction, has taken all 3 of their timeouts. Simmers took the final one, so no timeouts left for the Knights with 7 minutes left in the fourth. Still a lot of game left. Husky offense waking up a little bit in this fourth quarter. Snap is back, and the punt is away. End-over-end punt. Bounces at the 15, rolls down to the 5, and jumped on top near the 2. So that's the second time Trayden Malk has watched a punt hit near the 20 and roll near the end zone. So 97 yards to go for the Huskies, trailing by 3 scores, 35-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton got a long way to go. We'll see if they can get the job done. Huskies split it out wide. 2 receivers either, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Kubel out of shotgun in his own end zone. Malk with him. Trying to get the hard snap and maybe get a little bit more breathing room here from the 3-yard line. 10 on the play clock. 2-stop drop back. Throws to the right and another pick. Second pick 6 of the night for Bjorn Kubela. That one a pick 6 of about 7 yards. 6:45 left on the second pick 6. That one they're giving him a 7-yard pick 6. The second defensive score for Grand Forks. 41-14 lead for the Knights with 6:45 left. Extra point coming on as they split out wide, bring it back in. 15 on the play clock. Snap is back, and the punt is, or the extra point is blocked. So going to keep this one 41-14. We'll take a quick break, come back with more in the fourth quarter. 6:45 left as the Huskies trail on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Husky Athletics.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Welcome back, Andrew Zilma on the call with you as JD Gomez goes down. A little bit of friendly fire. Was able to be carried off by a teammate in the training staff, so we hope nothing but the best for Gomez, as this one was tight, getting a little bit out of hand as the Knights pick off a 12-yard pass back in the end zone. Missed extra point, makes this a 41-14 game. The Huskies trail on the road. They rode to the playoffs, got a lot harder playing off against Fargo South next week, and then Turtle Mountain on the road to end the season. Came in this one as the 8 seed in the QRF. Grand Forks Central, the 9 seed. So Knights getting ready to kick this one back off to the Huskies. Back to return is Malk and DeVries. Wilbur kicking off for the Knights from his own 40. Booted away and returned from the 5-yard line. DeVries takes it out, runs to the left side. A lot of room and brought down near the 15. Met immediately by some maroon jerseys. 6:35 left in the fourth quarter. Last possession for the Huskies. Intercepted and returned for a touchdown. That one was on their own doorstep. We'll see if they can do something more here with a little bit of room to work with. 6:37 left in the fourth, and a lot of time left for this Husky offense, but you got to make things happen quickly. Cannot lollygag to the line. 2 receivers to the right side, nobody to the left side of the formation. DeVries motioned into the slot. Shotgun snap, handoff to Malk. Room to run up the gut and brought down short of the sticks down to around the 24-yard line. So a pickup of about 6:25 left as the clock continues to tick. Wahpeton getting the play from the far sideline. Hunter McCall running the offense for this Husky team. DeVries comes out from the on the split out wide. I think Cole Barth is the wide receiver on the far side as Gomez still on the sideline. DeVries into the slot position. Shotgun snap to Kubla. Handoff up the gut. Malk fights for some extra yards. Down for a pickup of maybe 2. Clock continues to tick. 5:55 left in the fourth. Big man's rotating in and out for the Knights. 3rd and 3. 25-yard line. 2 receivers either side of the formation. Kubla out of shotgun. Malk to his left. Takes a snap. Rolls out to his right side. Throws it in the flats. DeVries gets the ball to the 35. Trying to fight to the 40. Brought down short of it around to the 37-yard line. Clock stops at 5:25 as the chain gang moves. Wahpeton needs to move the tempo. Working a little bit quicker here. 1st and 10 from the 38. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Kubla out of shotgun. Malk to his right side. Takes the snap low off the turf. Throws it out and out of the hands of Evan Docker. Doctor not able to hold on to that one, so 2nd and 10 comes up. Clock stops at 5:14. And they're driving the golf cart around the field, trying to see if J.D. Gomez is on the back of it. No, he's not, so that's good to see. 5:14 left. Trips to the right, nobody, or one to the left. From the far hash mark, Langewalter, the tight end, moves from the left to the right side of the formation. Kubel out of shotgun, takes a snap low. 3-step drop back, screen pass, gets it out to Malk, runs to the left side. Out to the 45, fighting for the 50, over the 50-yard line. Going to be 47-ish for the Huskies. 5 minutes left in the, or 5:01 left in the fourth as the chain gang hustles down the far sideline. And Wahpeton has been in situations like this before where they're trying to run an up-tempo offense. 27 on the play clock. 3 trips to the left side, 1 to the right side of the formation. Kubel out of shotgun. Takes a snap, 2-step drop back. Looks left. Able to fight off one defender. Throws it deep. That's Jackson DeVries out to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Jackson DeVries. A 48-yard touchdown from Bjorn Kubela to Jackson DeVries makes this one interesting. 41-20 lead for the Knights, but don't call it a comeback. .443 left in the fourth quarter. So Wahpeton scoring all their points here. Correct. Scoring all their offensive touchdowns here in the fourth quarter. High snap, the hold is down, the kick is up, and is good. 41-21 Grand Forks Central lead. We'll have more in a moment right here on KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Athletics.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. A 48-yard touchdown from Kubela to DeVries makes this a 41-21 game after the extra point. Huskies trail. Going to try for the onside kick again with 4:43 left. Trey Malk comes on. Have had a couple that have been close. Onside to the left side this time. Bounces at the 40. Jumping on top of it. And going to go to the Knights. It was a close one as Cole Barth sprinting down the field, not quite able to jump on top of that one at the 40-yard line. So 4:40 left as the Knights have a chance here to pick up a couple yards and essentially end the game. So from the 35-yard line, Jack Simmers couldn't have asked him to run a better offense. Threw an interception in the first quarter. Since then, really calmed down and has done his job well, handed the ball off to his big running back, Caden Johansson. Shotgun snap, hand off to Johansson. He has room to run on the right side of the 45, near the 50. Pushed out of bounds. And a pickup of a first down. Clock stops at 4:23. So they're calling it on the 49-yard line for Grand Forks. So Huskies pinning the ears back here. They got to force a turnover if they want to stay in this one. 4:23 left. Simmers takes a shotgun snap. Hand off to the right side. Johansson, room to run. Up the middle, brought down to the 40, so another first down. And Caden Johansson has put his head down and just stumbled. Husky defense has no answer for the gashing runs that this running back has been able to inflict on the defense. 44 degrees out here in Grand Forks as overcast skies can't not see the moon this Friday night. Knights get to the line. Under 4 minutes to play. 2 receivers to the left side. Shotgun snap, handoff up the gut. Johansson bumps it out to the left side. Malk runs him down, brings him down near the line of scrimmage. And Trayton Malk again from the far side of the formation, chasing him down across the line, brings him down from behind. And about a 50-pound difference between Malk and Johansson. Malk listed at 150. Johansson lifted at 200. So I would imagine Malk probably closer to 140 as the season has continued. And he's had to do so much of the offensive load here. Tonight, though, not a lot of touches. 2 receivers to the left side, nobody on the right side of the formation. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 9 from the 39-yard line of the Huskies. Shotgun snap, Simmers hands off to Johansson. Again, middle line of scrimmage, brought down by 4 or 5 Huskies. Good gang tackling from Wahpeton. Another 1-yard gain, 2:50 left. Malk talking to his teammates, telling him to fight for the ball, saying, punch it. Jack Simmers comes to the sideline, gets the snap or gets the call from his head coach. And I'll tell you, with the maroon jerseys and the white numbers and the background that I have, the way that Simmers has run the ball tonight has been Johnny Football-esque, the way he's been able to weave in between defenders. I'll tell you, though, watching Johnny at Tybee High School, just down the road from me, I think that Johnny had a better arm. Shotgun snap. Simmers hands it off to the left side. No play action pass. Throws it deep. Broken up on the far side by J.D. Gomez, who's able to come back on. Or was that Braden Steffens? Defense is able to break up that play. 2:09 left in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton with 3 timeouts, trailing by 3 scores. So 4th and 9, and the punt team comes on. Malk goes back to his 10-yard line, puts his heels on it. Wilbur takes the snap, punts it off. End over end punt to the left side. Bounces out of bounds near the 15-yard line. 2:03 left in the fourth quarter, so Wahpeton, they have a chance here to add points to the board as Simmers comes back on. And Jack Simmers playing both ways. You don't see that a lot out of quarterbacks at the high school level. More times than not, what you want to do is give your quarterback some time off. Maybe have a chance to look at some plays on the sideline. With Simmers playing both ways and the strong safety position as well, made a couple of big hits for this Knights defense. 2:03 left in the fourth quarter. Kubla out of shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Empty backfield for Bjorn. The junior quarterback takes a shotgun snap, looks left, throws out to Langenwalter, makes 1 defender miss, chops his legs out to the 35-yard line, brought down near the 35. A 15-yard gain on the pass from Kubla, and the clock stops at 1:47. Continues now as the chain gang gets set. Under 2 minutes to play. Kubla out of shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap low by the ankles, fakes left, rolls to the right side, brought back across, out near his 20, nowhere to go with it, throws it out of bounds. Intended receiver was Braden Steffens, so the clock stops at 1:28. And Kubla, he likes to pump left, try to go right, but the defense did a good job of forcing him back to his left side. That's what you want to do with a right-handed quarterback, make him uncomfortable, throw off his offhand or off his off leg. 1:28 left, 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Langenwalter out of the slot position, the tight end on the near side. Shotgun snap, low by the ankles, fakes right, looks left, throws deep. Steffens is there and broken up by 2 defenders. 3rd and 10, clock stops at 1:23. This is the best coverage that Kubla has probably seen this season, as the Knights have smothered the wide receivers for the Huskies. Wahpeton goes back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10, trailing 41-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Kubla, empty backfield, 2-step drop back. Looking across the middle, goes right. Fights off one defender, throws, and gets it. Hits his intended target, not able to hold on to it. Langewalter popped out of bounds, so 1:14 left, and 4th and 10 come up. Well, Wahpeton going to go for it here, nothing to lose. So Huskies getting the play from the far sideline is Hunter McCall. Hopefully giving a play that will score some points for Wahpeton. 4th and 10 from the 35-yard line. Empty backfield again. Malk goes in the slot position. Empty backfield for the Huskies. Shotgun snap. They bring 3. Kubla throws out and gets it to Malk. Nowhere to go with it, and swung down, so a turnover on downs. Clock stops at 4:04, and I imagine that the play there was to try to throw it to Malk and then maybe have him do something with it, or maybe get a hook and ladder type of play going, maybe a couple of backwards laterals. Instead, he's brought down, so 1:04 left in the 4th, and Grand Forks Central pretty much can kneel this one out and clock it. And they're going to go in victory formation as Simmers gets under center. And they kneel it out the first time. So one minute left here in the 4th quarter. And this victory formation will put the Knights to 3-4 on the year and knock down Wahpeton to 2-5. Wahpeton having to play at home against Fargo South, a formidable opponent next week, and then going to Turtle Mountain. So a lot has to go right for the Huskies if they want to make the playoffs at this point, as they kneel it out for a second time. Both teams going to go to the 50-yard line. 41-21 will be your final score here as both teams getting ready to shake hands. We'll take a quick break, come back with your post-game report in a moment on the Voice of the Valley, KBMW, your home for Wahpeton Husky Athletics.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you, and wrapping this one up from Grand Forks Cushman's Field as the Huskies fall to the Central Knights, 41-21 on the Knights' homecoming night. Let's go through your scoreboard. So, Grand Forks is able to get out to a 7-0 lead on a 39-yard touchdown run from Jack Simmers with 7:07 left in the first quarter, and he really showed off both his arm and his leg in this win for the Knights. And then after another punt by the Huskies, 11:53 left in the second quarter, a touchdown run from Caden Johansson. His first run of the night made it a 13-0 Grand Forks Central lead after the missed extra point. And to end the half with 44 seconds left in the second quarter, a 35-yard bomb from Simmers to Trade Kuntz made it, and a two-point conversion was good, made it 21-0 at the half. And that was a tough spot for the Huskies to be in. The offensive line was not able to make any runs on the outside. Trayden Malk had limited touches in that first half, and Bjorn Kubla was running for his life a lot of the first half of this night as well. Wahpeton went into halftime, talked about it. They said we need to come out in the second half and really make something happen, and that's exactly what they did. With 6:24 left in the third quarter, after the ensuing kick to start the half, the Knights drove down the field on the 2-yard line. Jack Simmers was forced out of the pocket, rolled back, fumbled the ball, and an 88-yard fumble return from Trayden Malk made this one a 21-7 Grand Forks lead. Wahpeton was able to get on the board for the first time in the game. In the third quarter, with 3:18 left in the third, Simmers dove in for a 1-yard run, made this a 3-score game, 28-7 again, Grand Forks. An 88-yard pick six by the Central Knights in the to start the fourth quarter really put the scales in favor of the Knights. A 35-7 Grand Forks lead. Wahpeton not to be left out. A Malk Kubla connection for 23 yards made this a 35-14 game, and then a 12-yard pick six made it 41-14. Wahpeton had one more good drive in them with 4:43 left in the fourth. Kubla and DeVries connected for a 48-yard score to make it 41-21 on your score, but make it a little bit more serviceable for the Huskies. But, man, this was a game where there's plenty of opportunities. You're going to go back on film and watch if you're Wahpeton, thinking we could have had some more shots. They were able to force 6 fumbles on this one, recovering 3 of them, and then an interception. So they won the turnover battle 4-3, but not able to capitalize on a majority of those turnovers. And on the other side, if what I'm saying is correct, and I think it is, Grand Forks was able to connect and make 21 points on all of those. So if you take those 21 points off the board, this is a 21-20 game for the Huskies. So you think if you could have just prevented those turnovers, and that's one of the parts of the game that you try to clean up the most, I think, if you're Wahpeton, you have a chance here to come out of Cushman Field with a win for the first time in a couple of years. Instead, you look up at the standings and you think to yourself, a long way to go, but you just got to go 1-0 every single week from this point going forward. A win against South next week would put them right back in the conversation, and then, of course, going to Turtle Mountain and getting the job done is not an easy task. But at this point for Wahpeton, they're going to be on the outside looking in when the new QRF comes out. Right now in the third quarter, Valley City and Jamestown are knotted up at 14 apiece. So depending on how that game goes as well, Wahpeton might be able to get into the playoff picture again, depending if Valley City gets the job done against Jamestown. But that is, again, a tall task. And then next week, Central goes to Valley City. So you have a lot of dominoes still in play for the Huskies, but a loss tonight really makes things difficult for them going forward. Your Essentia Health player of the game has to go to Jackson DeVries. The 48-yard touchdown catch from DeVries to make this a 41-21 game. The last score of the game for the Huskies is a big part, and he looked really good tonight. Had a couple of big plays in traffic, be able to come down with some catches. He is your Essentia Health player of the game. Tomorrow, do not forget that NDSU is on the air at 1 p.m. for a pregame kickoff, a pregame against Missouri State. It's homecoming week for NDSCS on B92.7 as well tomorrow. And then on Sunday, Minnesota Twins baseball on the air as they start their ALDS. It'll be game 2 of the ALDS on Sunday. So a lot of happenings happening this weekend, including the Giant Sports Show at 9 a.m. We'll have you covered, talking to head coach Wade Gilbertson, getting his thoughts on this loss, as well as Carson Yagi for Breckenridge Cowboys. And then we're going to have Margaret Kruger for the volleyball team for the Cowgirls coming in as well. One more time from Cushman Field, the Grand Forks Central Knights 41 and the visiting Wahpeton Huskies 21. We'll be back with more football coming up next Friday from Wahpeton when they take on Fargo South. For everybody on the I3G Sports Network and myself, Andrew Zimmel, my producer, Big Mike, hanging out back at Wahpeton. And for all of us, have a pleasant rest of your weekend.
Tonight's Wahpeton football broadcast was brought to you by Action Realty, Builder's First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CH